There we go. That's the trick. You just swap scenes and it fixes it.
You just start pressing buttons, right? That's what I usually
Pretty
do
much, to be honest. There's like a there's actually a couple things like that. It's something with that game capture window that, like with because for Ironmon I have to have 2 window captures, one for the tracker and one for the game. Because for me they're in the same window, but obviously I can't do that on stream without it looking jank. So, but yeah, if I switch scenes and switch back, it always fixes it. And I have no idea why. Alright, I don't play this in full screen because it doesn't fit properly. There we go. Okay, so we are about to do Mideel.
Hey,
Yo,
Trance,
Trance.
nice.
Thank you for the 63 months. That's over 5 years. Holy shit.
That's wild. Very nice, very nice. G'day,
How's it going, dude? Are you well? Okay, we can do... No, we won't do Crazy Shop yet. I was going to try and do the Fort Condor trick, but we can do that later. Gotta get the curse ring first. My movement's going to be really bad in Mideel, because it's been a while since I've got this far in a speedrun.
Yeah. Yoink.
Run,
Look at this little item here.
The beat up useless old key. Get the fuck out of the way. Oh, did I glitch it?
Oh? So quickly. Already.
I wonder if we broke something. Well, I should upset when my weapon coffer rolls, but otherwise great. Oh, have you not been doing well? There we go. Use the beat up old key. I double dialogue boxed it.
Ah. Because of the person running around. They were in my way a lot. I really did not like the person running in front of me.
Yeah, she does that. Tell the truth. Single digits on 3 out of 4 clears. Ouch.
Oof.
I think I won my weapon as a weapon. I don't think I got a... Oh, no, yeah, no, because I got a coffer in the last week for my Viper. Because I claimed it.
This one belonged to me.
I claimed it, and then it was like, oh, yeah, Viper's not as good as Reaper for FRU. I guess I'll stick with Reaper. Do you want to buy this for Cloud? I mean, I have to spend money, so I guess why not? Okay, so we'll probably run Barrett, Yuffie, and Sid for the upcoming section. Next time a drag main. It's nice. I would play Dragoon because I have all the gear because I'm a Reaper, but unfortunately the melds are completely different.
Yeah.
There's no... because quite often you can get away with it, but the thing with Reaper is skill speed is so bad for Reaper that that's you can't really use any of it.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, because half of Reaper's stuff, well, not half, it's like 4 or 5 abilities are magic, and they don't count from skill speed, so they don't scale very well properly. So I think skill speed for Reaper is about as useless as a main stat as you can get, other than say putting like spell speed on a monk. Like in terms of stats that should be viable, it's like the worst.
Yeah.
You just need 2.49. You do, yeah. Will we get GTA 6? I'd imagine so. Well, not this year. I think it will be, unless it's at the Game Awards. It will be next year. Don't you just need? Yeah, you do need 2.49. Well, no. Technically, you go 2.5. unless you're 60 FPS capped or below, and then you need 2.49. Because of the way frame rate refreshing works in 14, 2.49 at 60 FPS is basically 2.5. But I think once some more detective work's gonna be done, I think there's gonna be a different set for FRU. Because at the moment, with 2.5, unless you time your opener absolutely perfectly, including your pre-pull harp, you will miss a hit before the boss goes invulnerable. Which, I mean, the DPS check in phase 1 is negligible if you're like half decent, but it's annoying from a personal perspective to hit your button as he goes immune and it's a invalid target. It's genuinely infuriating.
Yeah.
I am doing good, Nox. How are you? Sorry if I didn't say hi, buddy.
Hi, Nox.
How are you doing, man?
Hello, Nox. Dude, that meme that you sent me of this was fucked up.
Hawked. It's fucking funny, man. It's messed up, but it's funny.
What's she doing down there? Nothing. She's
polishing his shoes.
A dear friend.
Save my teammates and Helldivers. Where's the real Nox? Where is he?
Did you save them by saving them from their existence?
He saved them from existence, yeah.
Yeah.
I saved them with a 500 kg bomb directly on their head. I let them live, okay.
Benevolent. You let them live this time. Gotta keep them on their toes, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So that then they don't know when it's coming. And then they just always fear you.
We can come back after this dialogue thing and trigger the Xenogears dialogue that's hidden in the game. Because a lot of people miss that. Because there's not really any reason to come back until Cloud's better. Yeah, you basically have to go to Cloud and mash through his dialogue. And he starts mentioning plot lines from Xenogears, which is another Square JRPG from the same era. The plot was originally meant to be FF7's plot, but it was considered too dark, so they scrapped it for that and made it its own game.
Yeah.
If there is,
I remember you were gonna get me to do it, but then I think I accidentally triggered something.
Yeah, that's fine. You good?
Yeah.
Wrong hole.
Yeah, I just swallowed the tea down there.
Just inhaled some tea. Helldivers is I have not had a single toxic experience in Helldivers. I've had someone that's a clown.
I don't play with randoms.
I only play with randoms.
Oh,
and
really?
Yeah. Apart from one dude being a clown, I haven't really had any toxic experiences. I joined one game, like one of the last times I played, like maybe a month ago or so. And I just joined like a random in progress one with 3 people. And they were basically playing, they were meant to be playing with a friend, but he didn't show up. It was just 3 American dudes that were like trolling each other and memeing. And it was just, I don't use mic when I'm playing because I just listen. And it was just fun hearing them like banter the whole time, but still playing. It was like, this is good times.
That's fun.
And then they thanked me when they were ending for the night, because I just stayed with them for like 4 games.
Oh, nice.
Good times.
On
a bug planet.
It's good when you have a good group like that.
I turned around to use the mech to hold back a bile titan and then pale it back while a charger tackled me. You have really bad luck with chargers, I've noticed, Nox.
Surely not.
So much dialogue here. I have a really strong craving for something like incredibly bad for me.
Oh,
I had the Dairy Queen like Christmas Frosty, like the one that's here, the seasonal one here at the moment, the other day,
Mm.
and it was so fucking good. But it's definitely not something I should have often. Let me describe it. So let me find it.
Yeah.
Come on, grab, hurry up. Dairy Queen. Yes, I know you keep moving the UI around. It's fucking infuriating. Okay, here it is. Right. So it's called the Caramel Brownie Sprinkle Blizzard.
Oh boy.
So it's signature, signature DQ vanilla soft serve mixed with caramel fudge, chocolate chunks, chewy brownies, and festive sprinkles, topped with caramel drizzle, more brownies, and more sprinkles.
Holy shit. You got enough brownies in there?
No, more.
Oh.
They did an
Damn.
like a crispy M&M one, and blue M&Ms are one of my favorite chocolates. And they had like one of the settings was like additional M&Ms, and I did that. It's just like heaped on top of it.
Yes, I would like more M&M. I can only imagine the staff seeing it and be like, my god.
IRL friends who don't tell you when they're dropping bombs in your positioning. Yeah.
Yeah, I play with people like that.
I had a scary moment in Ultimate on Friday actually. The tanks fucked up the tank mechanic at the end of phase 1. So we transitioned into the phase and they were getting up and they didn't generate aggro quickly enough, so the boss just turned to me with the tank buster.
Oh.
And I'm just like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
And it hit me for 700k, so I was very dead.
Ouch.
Okay, partisan.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Gold armlet. We'll do Curse Ring on Sid, because we don't have Conformer yet. And then we'll do keep the ribbon, but swap to Crystal Cross. Alright, the end cannon. Talisman's kind of shit. Give him Cloud's ribbon. Okay, now I have to work out who had what material. So it should be in... Yeah. Okay, yeah. Good. So, because Cloud left the party before Tifa, this is all Cloud's material. So that makes it easy to do. These are my new HP pluses, and then Sid will give Tifa's staff. Elemental, fire sure. Add a cut, death blow. Enemy skill. Okay, and then we'll put Sid in the back row. Did Luffy? No, okay. Or Barret. Okay, should be good. Let's quick minute. Dairy Queen Bliss that they do. It was like two months of this year in a row where they had a monthly one that I didn't like, so I sort of didn't ordinary for a while. Because one was avocado, and I don't like avocado.
Oh.
And then the other one was like ube, like purple yam. And I'm not a fan of ube. It's a very Filipino thing, but I'm not a fan of it.
No, I'm not a fan either. Every time I think of ube now, I think of those, I don't know if you ever saw a picture of it, but yeah, when I was doing my debut and I had like the little rice cakes, they were ube rice cakes.
Oh, okay.
And, well, they were called mochi. I think they were even called just mochi. But they weren't like refrigerated ones. Yeah, they were just like just like room temperature. And I remember like the picture on the box was so cute. They were like smooth, round. They looked like mochi balls, and they were like purple. And I was like, oh, those look really cute. They look really tasty. Like I want to try some. As part of like, you know, my debut was like I was trying food that I'd never tried before, and some of them were potentially not good flavored. And So I got them, and then I remember opening it up, and like I can like only describe that they looked like wrinkled ball sacks.
Oh, is it the testicle ones
And
that you mentioned? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, and that's exactly what they looked like, and I just the disappointment was immeasurable, and and then I bit into one, and you know what? It may as well have tasted like fucking wrinkled ball sack. Like it was yuck.
Nice. Delicious.
It was not good.
There is I think, I don't know if I still have it or if I got rid of it. There's some footage on my PC from where Jazzy and I shot oh no, it is still here. Jazzy and I shot we bought a Japan crate, like one of the snack boxes, and we shot a video, like us trying everything in it. I never edited or uploaded it because I got too self-conscious. But one of the drink with it was like a red bean soda. And it is honestly one of the most disgusting things I've ever drank. It was so horrible.
No. Oh no. Dude, red bean soda sounded awful.
It's not good. Would the heroic save equal out the accidental hell bomb that wiped out? Sure, it's even. England might not have a kidney bank, but they do have a Liverpool. Which is interesting because it's called Liverpool, but it's named after the building in the town, but the building isn't called the Liver Building, it's called the Liver Building. So it should be Liverpool, but it's not. Because England is stupid. But yeah, it's called the Liver Building. I don't know why. I don't live there anymore. I had a cotton candy one this year, it looks so good. Well, yeah, because cotton candy is just sugar, right? So...
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't... Cotton candy ice cream? I don't know if I've ever had cotton candy ice cream. It sounds like it might be a bit too much.
Yeah, I don't know about... I like cotton candy because I love, like, the texture of it and, like, eating it and, like...
It's very unique.
The experience, but I don't like cotton candy flavored things because they always feel like overdone. You know what I mean? Like
The
my favorite thing about
cotton
cotton candy is
candy,
the
yeah.
texture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I love the texture of cotton candy and not so much like the flavor's fine, but God, I could go for some cotton candy now.
I suppose it's at least a safe thing for you to eat, like as a sweet
Yeah,
thing.
it's
right?
literally just sugar. Yeah.
Oh, safe in the context of celiac, maybe not safe in terms of consumption. It's
yeah, that is
safe
true,
in air quotes.
Yeah.
Welcome in, by the way. Is that... Sorry, my font... Why is my font so small now? Varial Estra, there we go. My chat thing in OBS has made the font, like, mega small. It did refresh itself earlier. What the hell happened? Oh, I moved it and it fixed itself. Just being like...
Oh.
Yeah, I like the one that the one I bought the other day had like, you know, like brownies and stuff in it, so at least had different textures. I want like different textures in it. Reese's peanut butter cups aren't really a common thing here. They're usually in the import section and tend to be quite expensive. But if they ever do like a collab with Dairy Queen here, I'd definitely try it. I think peanut butter would go well with ice cream. Will Aqualung kill these? I think it should.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, because the speedrun uses magic breath there, because the current route doesn't get Aqualung anymore.
Right, fair.
Did you watch that video I sent, by the way? The Disc 1 skip one by Abazoft?
Oh, no, I didn't. I think I went to bed and then forgot about it.
Oh, I don't blame you. Yeah, it's not too long. It's like 10-15 minutes. Abazoft makes videos quite similar to Summoning Salt. So,
that I don't forget about it. Probably talk a lot of shit.
We do. We really do.
Trying to find it. Oh, here it is.
If it's a weekend day, I would not be surprised if we have like 1,000 messages a day. Easy. Depending on what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll even write, hello future me. Watch this.
It's a good video. It explains how it works and how the map's manipulated and stuff.
I think I started watching it. Yeah, no, I did start watching it because it was about the triangle, right? The triangle.
Yeah, about the triangle. Yeah.
You know, I think I even put it on as I was getting ready for bed and then fell asleep to it. Because it was just a very like chill, like, you know, like.
I'm too rusty. I can't get
mind off.
I can't get the. There's like a point where the wheels rotate where you hit it to time this perfectly to do it in like 10 seconds.
Oh wow.
But I'm too rusty to remember how to do it.
Yeah.
It's there. For what the fuck are you? Stupid fucking game. If you're doing the Hundo run, you actually have to steal from one of the guys on this. It has a unique steal. The like flying gun thing at the end. It has an armor called the Warrior Bangle.
Ah. So you need it for the Hundo. So the Hundo run, does that like collect every item, every like what?
Yeah, every single item,
Run?
every single item, every material, all 4 enemy skills completely filled. All limit breaks maxed out, all bosses beaten.
Wow, okay.
You don't have to reach.
All 4 enemy skills completed is quite impressive.
Yes, because they're omissible enemy skills.
Yeah.
For example, Trine. If you don't get it from... Wow, they have that much health. If you don't get it from Materia Keeper, the only other way to get it is Godo, which is at the end of Yuffie's side quest.
Right. So you have to have collected all of the enemy skills before that.
Basically, you just have to... Yeah, so you get the 4th one... Like, one is in Shinra Headquarters at the beginning, the next one is in Junon. The one after that is City of the Ancients just before the Aerith bit. And then the next one is just after you get the High Wind. So you sort of get to quite a far point in the story, and then you effectively do a massive amount of like side questing before you do Midgar. But that's the old route though, because there's that guy you see in chat sometime, Monetary Dragon. Because he's a really like well-known 7 runner, but he does like crazy 7 runs, like, and he.
Oh wow. I
think he has the world record for Hundo now, and he rerouted the entire thing.
Damn.
So it's like hours faster. It's still like a 16-hour run, but it used to be like 25. So.
And that takes time to go through and like plan out how you reroute it and stuff.
Like you'll see, like Caleb does the Chocobo racing like quite close to the end. When he's got Cloud, Monetary does it when Tifa's in the party, like as the leader. So it's much earlier, and it means that if your run dies to Chocobo RNG, which is not uncommon, if it does die to Chocobo RNG, then you lose a lot less time of your life.
That makes sense.
Now it's quite low.
Gunbird is my favorite thing.
He's pretty cool
really
looking,
enjoy
right?
the concept of Gunbird. Yeah.
Gunbird, yeah. I always wanted them to release like little mini action figures of the FF7 creatures. They did some of there are FF Final Fantasy mini arts that have like some of the big bosses in little tiny sculptures. I had a bunch of them. But, yeah, I like the style, like the polygon style of the old PS1 things. But I suppose now you could probably actually just put them in a 3D printer and print them.
That's true. Yeah, I feel like you could, hey. Quite
3D
easily.
print a speedrun of FF7 enemies. Should kill it. Yeah, that's one huge materia done, basically. I wonder if I can do the dialogue skip.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of risky to do because it might like. What I'll do is I'll save state before we do it, so that if I fuck it, because it does. If you get it wrong, it does soft lock the game. So we don't want to do that.
No, yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
Huge.
Save state. It's true, Ath does love soft-locking games. She soft-locked it at a place that I didn't think you could.
Yeah.
Fuck, yeah.
Dude, climbing up
basically,
all of those stairs and then soft locking it. I was like, are you fucking serious?
I missed it. Basically, you see that, like, you see, like, the sign to the right with, like, the yellow pole in it, like the barrier? You stand next to the barrier, and you run to the left and talk to the lady at the top at the same time, and it triggers this event, but you're talking, and then you run all the way to the left as if you're going to the gold saucer, and then you switch to the gold saucer and you come back and the scene has ended.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you do it because this is a forced rest, which clears your sadness status, which you don't want. So you basically just skip that and then go and tent outside. I think we need like 4,000... Is it 4,400 gil to do the trick? Jesus Christ, I just saw how many messages there were in the collab. Fuck
Don't
me.
read it. It's not good. Don't. It's better if you don't know what's going on in there. Trust.
Wait.
Trust. Definitely don't read the screenshot that Sam sent.
Oh, okay. That's something. Maybe later. Not right now.
It's not right now.
Not right now.
I had to hold myself back after I read one thing.
To be fair,
I need it.
to be fair, I probably deserve it after the granny gapers.
Yeah.
There'll be people like, the what now? Don't worry about it. You don't need to know.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's all good. This is a say-so space.
Oh yeah, it's completely. So I have too much money to do the trick, so I might go spend some money.
Too much money.
Yeah, you need like 4,400 or something. Any percent. Is it getting worse?
Just Jim.
Oh no, poor Jim. Jim isn't ready for these things. Poor Jim. Jim's too pure. He hasn't seen the sides of the internet that we have. If chat is wondering, don't. You don't want to know.
You don't. I didn't want to know, but it was too late.
Okay. I think it's a really specific amount. Fort Condor between 4,400 and 4,000. Okay, yeah. We're actually in the range for this. Yeah, you need like at least 4,000 gills, but not between. Okay, yeah. So we need to actually. We need to spend like 1,000. And then... Okay. I have to remember how to do this with my fingers.
Fingers. So do you intentionally like fail the first part in the speedrun? And then
You
just
actually
do
intentionally fail the whole thing in the speedrun.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you trigger the boss fight and then magic breath yourself.
Huh.
Okay. It's loading, supposedly. There we go. Okay. Okay. There we go.
Oh.
Just buy and remove tri-stoners.
Ah.
Because then you end up with too little guild to be able to buy anything else, so it forces the boss fight.
Right. Fuck 'em up.
Should be pretty painless. He does have a death attack though, so he can hit. I don't think it hits very hard, but yeah, there we go. So grand attack.
Oh.
It's just Quake 3 basically. It's really weak.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's dead too. He fucking does that and then he like yeets out of here. Or is that his on death? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
That's what he does on
Yeah,
death.
like a final attack. Because there's actually a materia in this game that you get from the special battle arena called Final Attack materia, and it's basically as your character dies, they will cast one last spell. So you do like Final Attack and Phoenix, so that when your character dies, they auto revive.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Alti.
Hello, Alti. Egg.
Egg. Okay, we're ready to go pick up Cloud.
Woo.
Nice and speedy. Dedge. Dedge
The
bird.
fucking bird just like.
Because I always thought it was a condor, but apparently it was a phoenix.
Mm. Yeah.
Although in Rebirth it does seem to be a condor. Because summons
Yeah.
work a bit differently in Rebirth.
Hi, Lenny. I mentioned. Oh, that's right. I mentioned when Lenny was rolling the slots.
Yeah. I love how competitive the slots makes people. It's like
Wait,
actually
I'm winning slots, aren't I?
You are, yeah.
I'm still winning.
Jazzy's in a work meeting, so.
It's okay.
Remember,
I'll
it's
lose
a
again,
it's a
that's
victory if Jazzy loses. That's the rules here.
fine. No.
That's how it's always been. If Jazzy loses, it's a win. We used to do a different game. It used to be the King of the Hill one, where basically you would do slots as many times as you dared, and the goal would be to do the most consecutively without losing, like without zero.
Oh,
And then if
yeah.
someone could beat you, they'd take the crown for the stream.
That makes sense.
Joe was the king overall. I think he had like 6 in a row without losing at one point.
Whoa.
Which is quite rare, because you have a 50% chance to lose when you roll, so...
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, I could actually show you, since we didn't do it before. We'll go off the bottom of the world, so we go back up to the top. Because it's a globe. Shocking, I know.
Globe. Mr. Worldwide.
You can actually see the triangles popping in and out when we're flying, look, at the edge.
Yeah, you can.
Mm.
That's fun.
When you were shocked in stream the other day when I said next to you there were no materia run. No materia actually isn't that bad, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, there's like... You have to do a bit of farming. You have to basically go and do Yuffie's side quest before you do Temple of the Ancients. Because there's an enemy you can kill there that drops lunar and light curtains, which casts barrier and end barrier on all, so it's useful for bosses. There's also enemies you can kill there for X potions, so you can heal easily. But yeah, other than that, honestly, you just beat the shit out of everything. There we go. That's the last enemy skill.
Hey.
And then you talk to this guy up here. This is Chocobo Sage.
I don't think I didn't come here.
No, you didn't. You said you didn't need it. So it's like, who are you? And he's like, me? I don't know. You say you don't even know who you are? Been a while since I gave it any thought. I wonder what they used to call me. Oh yeah, they called me Chocobo Sage. That's right. Right, that's it. That was a Chocobo Sage. It's just like, the hell?
Huh?
And yeah, he sells like the top like greens and nuts, basically. See, Reagan greens, and then Silkus, and then these. Those are for breeding. Now I know this is going to be hard for you to listen to without laughing, but you get 2 chocobos of opposite sexes when they're in love, and then you feed them a nut, and then they make more chocobos, and that's how it works. That is legit how it works.
You're right. It was the feeding the nut that was.
Feed them the nut. I mean, they do it in
That was
fucking
too far.
14 as well. We have to farm sacks of nuts, not sacks. For hunts. Lenny's not in that expansion yet, though. He still gets Centurio seals. He's not at nut sacks yet, because it's Shadowbringers onwards.
Yeah.
Do I have any tents? Did I actually buy any? Or I have one. I have one tent.
Centurios is like. Is it Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, or just
Heaven's Ward and Stormblood, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's these guys.
Because the Alliance ones is ARR, and then it's Centurio.
And you can still earn allied.
Not.
You can still earn allied seals from some stuff in Heaven's Ward, if I remember.
Okay.
And then Shadowbringers, Endwalker, and Dawntrader are all sacks of nuts. Speaking of sacks of nuts, there's one in chat right now.
Hi, Saf. How you doing? It's not Final Fantasy 14. What do you mean? What do you mean? What? Huh?
Don't worry about it, dude. Oh no. She's
63
here.
months.
Boop. Jazzy, you had the same length sub as Trance. Because it fell off for a few months when we were nearly homeless.
Hello. Jazzy, you have to see if you're gonna win slots.
It's true. You fell off. Dude, true.
Oh, I'm still winning.
Hey, Saf, do exclamation slot in chat. It'll be funny.
No.
It would be quite funny. Oh. Did Trance beat you? He did.
Yeah, I think I rolled 75.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Trance.
so Trance is winning now.
To be fair, Trance was the first person to get 1,000, and he's the slots thing that plays on my 1,000-bit donation is actually cropped from his stream.
Nice.
Yeah, see, we saved the thing, and he has his own command now because that's what it was.
Hey, that's really cool. Lots of points are going out today. It's not like the other day where everyone got fucking 0.
Yeah. Roboto's mean some days.
Yeah. Hey, what the hell, Roboto?
Well, Roboto has... Well, had. I don't think he's still alive. Roboto had a husband, so... Roboto-kun. It was Jazzy's bot.
Mmm.
And look, see if we can trigger it. There you go. 1 billion mirror fragments. Small. Light. Taken angels. Singing voices. Xenogears. It's a reference.
Cool. Very cool. Very nice.
Oh right, fuck, I did mess up. Forgot to talk to the old man. I forgot. I thought he was like, I was like, I swear you just talked to him. Because old dude has the huge material, he doesn't just fucking give it to you. Trance, when are you streaming again? Jazzy streams, so now you have to.
Look over there.
We used to make a joke with Trance that he bought stuff from my wish list and then sent it to the wrong house. Because I had like a wish listing for Amazon which had my microphone and my interface and the arm and everything on it. And the cloud lifter. And it was just like a thing, you know, I never really cared much about the Amazon wish listing. I thought it was kind of weird for me. And it was before Throne was a thing. And then Transport the exact same thing and told me about it. I was like, wow, did you see my wish list? And he looked at it and it was like the exact same thing. So it was just like, yeah, Trans sent it to the wrong house. I did actually have to import all of my stuff. I had to buy it all on Amazon because nowhere here stocked it. You beat Jet. You did. You tied with Trance.
Now you have to fight to the. I mean, now you have to
You have to fight to the death.
Yeah.
Superctions like something even use. Yeah, you have the best Discord. You can always tell who is a streamer when you get into a VoIP, like with like a raid group. You can tell because there'll be someone that you can hear their fucking keyboard in the background like this the whole time where they're bottoming it out because they've got a blue snowball sitting on their desk an inch away from their keyboard.
Yeah.
And then
I forget because like every now and again I'll go play with like old friends.
Yeah.
And like maybe it's been a while since I've spoken to them or whatever, and they'll set up like a Discord night, and I'm like, yeah, sweet. And then I'll like join their call, and they're like crackly. I can barely hear anything again. It's like jump scare. Like, whoa, what the fuck is going on with everyone's fucking audio? What the fuck dog shit audio do you call this?
It's like, alright, not everyone has $1,000 of sound equipment.
I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I was like, oh shit. And then I just sit there just quietly like suffering.
So we've had a few of them where it's like being raid and they'll be like, oh, your mic sounds really good. What is it? It's like, you don't want to know. It's like, oh.
Yeah, I've had people.
It's when they say it's like, you have to hold it in. They'll be like, is it a Blue Yeti? And like anyone that knows anything about audio knows that the blue microphones are kind of a scam.
Yeah,
and then you're just like, no, it's an SM7B. And they look it up and they see
Yeah.
like $500 tag and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. No, I've had people give me shit for like people who don't understand where they're like a little bit because I had this microphone before I streamed.
Is it a
because
Rode, like the caster one? Was it?
Yeah, I have the Rodecaster, yeah. Only because like I've sort of moved houses a few times, but I used to live like right next to a main road.
Yeah.
And all of the noise would just filter like straight through the microphone. And it was like I had a lot of background noise, and I just needed, and like I had a Blue Yeti before that, and it was just like it picked up fucking everything. Like if the neighbors were having a fucking conversation across the street, you could probably pick it up through that fucking microphone. And it was like, okay, like no, I need, like if I want to play games with my friends, I need a usable microphone.
Yeah.
So, and then now like sometimes people will give me shit and they'll be like, oh, what kind of microphone, like you got fancy microphone, like people who don't know they stream are like, oh yeah, well, you know, I play a lot of video games with my friends, so
You just go, nah, it's good, it's just a good config, it's just set up well.
Yeah.
It's not like a grand of equipment. What are you talking about?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's cool. Totally doesn't, like I've got it plugged into like one of those like audio boxes like on my desk with like the one of those like TNT like things on it too.
Oh yeah, the dynamite thing. Yeah. I have a
one of the dynamites.
I have a cloud lifter.
Yeah.
Dude, I used to get so much shit for things like that. Like I had a when I built this PC, for example. It's like this system when it was built was like over $5 grand, right? And it was like, what are you playing? It was like FF14. it's just like, oh cool. What else? FF14.
Yeah.
Because I bought it for streaming. I didn't buy it to play a lot. It's just like I played BDO and 14 on it. It's like I have a PS5 Pro, and the only thing I've played on it so far, apart from the Stellar Blade DLC, is Mass Effect, which is a PS4 game. PS4 game, and Far Cry 4, which is also a PS4 game.
Yeah. Look, I just like playing the same things over and over again.
Yeah.
And, you know, well, it's not even over and over again. It's like...
I just like older games.
Like 14... Yeah, like I did sort of play through 14, and now I'm like redoing it, but I wouldn't say that I do that very often.
Yeah.
But it'll be like, oh, like it used to be, okay, so Minecraft, for example.
Yeah.
But I sat and I played Minecraft like every day for like a year and a half. And like I played a lot of Minecraft. And then like one day I started Final Fantasy 14 and then I never went back to Minecraft.
It does that.
Yeah.
I spent 5 years trying to get Trance to play FF14. And then it entirely consumed his life.
Oops.
Teehee.
Teehee. Oopsies, who did that?
I'd still like to do a stream with Trance where we go back and play FF11. Because Trance used to play FF11 a lot when it was like released. And I've never played it. So
I actually would like to play, now that I've started the journey of like playing other Final Fantasies, I do kind of want to play 11.
It still gets updates too, which is crazy.
Really? I didn't realize, I thought they
just
maintained it. I didn't realize they updated it too.
Yeah, like there was a story, like a little story thing that was added recently where 2 of the enemies are like 2 of the guys from Dawn Trail. Because they're before you got, so you know the giant dude that you fight in the 93 dungeon, like the last boss on the mountain? It's like him.
Yes.
It's the dungeon where you had the Dark Knight that tried to solo the first boss and you got really mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then and the twin-headed like Dawn Servant dude. It's basically like their models are in like 11, because a lot of the, especially the early Outer Realm Reborn models for 14 are from 11. Like nearly every enemy from like 2.0 is from 11.
Okay.
And yeah, there's been loads of cool stuff with it. It's a really big game. Mr. Happy did a thing a few years ago where he went back and he was like, what is FF11 like at like level cap at like 99? And it was really interesting seeing him go back and solo like old world bosses and stuff. Because it has like infamous bosses. Like if you mention FF11, it's very hard for people to not think of Absolute Virtue, which you'll probably know from BA. But
Oh yes.
But he was an FF11 boss that infamously, was it like 23 hours they spent trying to kill him or something, like without stopping? Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because like FF11 has like 1 hour cooldowns and like daily use cooldowns and stuff like that. That I don't know a whole lot about because I'm not experienced, but there's some really good like YouTube documentaries about Absolute Virtue.
Wow. Okay.
FF11 was also really popular for kind of the same, like, for the same reason that 14 was, like, Realm Reborn was popular, is that it was an MMO you could play on console. Like, you could buy a thing that you attached to PS2, where you could play an MMO like FF11 on your PlayStation 2. And then I think 360, and then yeah, PC. WoW used to have such cooldowns. WoW did. There was a role in raiding in a vanilla WoW called a buffered in, and I honestly think I would have hated to spend time playing as a buffered in. So a buffered in, if you ever played WoW at all, Af?
No.
So Paladin is kind of like a similar role in WoW, but it can obviously be different things. It can be a DPS, a tank, or a healer. There used to be a thing that Paladins had. It was called I think it was called Blessing. It was like they were like blessings of might, blessings of, you know, like they just buffed all your stats and they had different types. And they had a 5-minute duration. But raids back then were 40 people. So by the time the Paladin had finished buffing the whole party, the buff was starting to run out on the first people. So you could spend a whole 3-hour raid night literally just buffing people.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Jeez.
it sounds genuinely awful.
Yeah.
Because I did raid back then.
That.
My first raiding was a vanilla WoW when I was like 15. And I didn't know. I was a DPS warrior.
Right.
Good times. Now I just fish in 14. Final fish to see.
Final fish to see.
I fish.
Cactuar logged in and was doing fishing the other day, and he was talking about the fishing, and he's like, oh, maybe I should do some fishing, and I'm like, one of us.
One of us, yeah. Genuinely a trap. I was just going to fish for that one day where you were doing it, so it was like a team effort and it would encourage people, and here we are 2.5 weeks later and I'm still fishing.
Still fishing. Still fishing. I'll get messages from Nia and be like, these fucking Heaven's Ward fish are pieces of shit. Fuck
okay,
these.
but fuck those pieces of shit. Dude, you can't put up a fish that only has a half-an-hour window once every like 10 days real time. What the fuck is that?
That's pretty fucked up. Yeah.
Like when Nova was talking about it in our collab, where she talked about how like Carbuncle Plus, she like ruled her life for like 4 months, where she'd set alarms at 4 AM to catch fish. And I was looking at the Realm Reborn stuff, and I was like, they all have windows at points when I am like awake normally, so I wouldn't have to do that. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know what was coming.
You were too young.
I didn't know what was going to happen in Heaven's Ward and in Stormblood and onwards. I didn't know. I also have to do all of ocean fishing and catch everything there as well.
Yeah, ocean fishing's fun though, and it has like the cool like the
There's a mount.
I think like Master Troller or something.
Yeah,
there's the
Troller,
mount.
yeah.
There's a few minions that you can get. A cool title. So there's like other stuff from ocean fishing.
The
that is
fishing
fun to
titles
aim
are
for.
all cool. Like,
Yeah.
there's like Master Caster, which is the best title for a black mage ever. And then there's Grandmaster Caster as well. And then, like, if you catch one of, like, all 1460 fish or whatever that was what before Dawn Trail, the title is of the irresistible lure, which is great.
Ayo.
And then there's, yeah, the final fish. There's
Final fish.
so many cool titles with fishing, but it is massively time consuming.
What do you mean my password's in?
Yeah, one of the really rare windows is up tonight. The 0.3% comes up in 3 hours, which is before I raid, so I should have a shot at it at least.
Hopefully. Because you'll be online anyway, waiting for people.
Yeah, Jazzy's soloing cats tonight, so...
Nice.
She wouldn't normally have to, but because I normally don't have a raid on a Monday, but... Since we have to make up for missing Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, we have 4 nights this week and 5 nights next week.
Oh.
So I have to listen to... I have to
rough.
listen to Thancred saying, "Show me your strength," 100 million fucking times. You're
Shut the
not going.
fuck up, Thancred.
You're not going anywhere. As he fetters you.
Oh my god.
At least hearing his Enrage one is like, okay, we're hitting phase 2. This is good prog.
Yeah.
Because his one, he's like, as he casts it, he says, "Only I can protect her."
Oh.
I actually found out the lore about why he looks like that and like why he's named Fatebreaker as well the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, because obviously he's like a combination of Ranjit and Thancred, like from Shadowbringers, like because it's basically E11. So that's why he looks like that. But the reason he's called Fatebreaker is because the daggers that Thancred made for Reen for her to protect herself are called Fatebreaker.
Oh.
Like the Fatebreakers is the pair of daggers. So
Oh,
when
that's
she
cool.
envisions Thancred protecting her, that's the name she associates with it.
Aww. That's so cute, actually.
I'm genuinely hoping. Well, you finished Endwalker, so we can. Thank you, Trance. You finished Endwalker, so we can talk about it. How like Justola's trying to find a way to visit the first again, like to go back and see everybody. Yeah, and obviously she's progressing through that slowly, but I am genuinely hoping we get a Thancred and Reen reunion.
Yes.
The fight with him and the solo duty where you play as him fighting Ranjit, that is one hell of a fucking solo duty. that's genuinely hard.
I have no memory. I honestly, like...
You burn through Shadowbringers quite quickly though, right?
Yeah, I fucking yeeted through a lot of the game.
What are the best solo duties in it? The first one, the one that blew my mind actually was the very first one, because no one was expecting it, which was at the end of Stormblood when you control Alphina to fight off the Guardians before Gaius shows up, because that was the very first time we'd controlled someone other than our own character.
I don't even remember that.
And it was like, yeah, it's like you go beyond like the burn. You remember the fucking really grey dungeon?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like the ship that Alfino's in with the Maxima guy like crashes, and you have to fight off waves of stuff. And yeah, you play as Alphino. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
What the hell?
I guess we can't rule out the end of Endwalker for the best solo duty though, huh? That fight, the ending of Endwalker is end of 6.0, I should say, not the whole of Endwalker, but yeah, the end of the original Endwalker, where you fight Mate, you fight Xenos.
Oh right,
and
yes.
It plays the
Sorry.
Endwalker theme, and you are.
I'm like, who the fuck?
Yeah, and you're at like the edge of the universe, like that. That is like. I love the theory about that we will never get to feel that powerful again, because the concept is that the Warrior of Light is so strong that even when we're fighting like primals and stuff, we're actually restrained because we can't release our full power because it would cause harm to things around us. So it's like the idea is that the strongest we will ever be is when we fight at the edge of the universe because there is nothing for collateral damage.
True.
Which is why we push our limits like so far in that fight.
Yeah.
I still get emotional thinking about the whole A Realm Reborn to Endwalker thing. Because I still don't think I will experience another story like that in my life. Like it's like we talk about these like, you know, like this game of the year. That might be like that story for a game might be like of the century. You know, I can't think of another thing that's going to make me feel that much other than maybe like the end of FF7 Part 3. Endwalker was a trip. And I took longer with Endwalker too because I was sick. I was quite direly sick at that point.
Yeah.
So, and I always tell people when they're getting towards the end of Endwalker, it's like when the song plays near the end, check your buffs. Because you get a buff when you're doing the slow walk, and it's called Endwalker.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
But walking towards the end, burdens hanging heavy. It's like, oh, go on, yeah. Beautiful game. Beautiful story. I will replay it one day. But I know how much I commit to those games, so I'd end up doing some fucking stupid EveryQuest thing on a second character. I've already done it once, so I don't need to do it again, but I will. I don't know, maybe I would definitely restrict myself with doing, maybe at least doing like all the unlocks though, you know? Like I get all the dungeons and stuff, but I don't think I would do everything.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd have to pick a job from A Realm Reborn I actually like playing though. Because I wouldn't be able to play like Samurai or Reaper for quite a while. I guess true, Ninja. Yeah. I don't mind Ninja, especially now that you can move during Tenchi Jin. That's fucking great.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That's the best change.
I haven't even played Ninja since since that change.
It's like the way to tell now, where you know if someone's a newbie ninja or not. Because if they're an old school ninja, they won't move during Tenchi Jin even though they can. Whereas new ones will.
Yeah, I don't think I have played it since.
Because Tenchi Jin is what made me quit playing Ninja. I hated it.
Yeah, it's something.
Did you know?
I would just be like, it's me, I'm the black mage now, and I would just like fucking bolt down, and I'd be like, I don't care, I am not moving.
That's pretty much what it was like. But when you do that in Savage and get one shot by mechanics, it makes you look a bit bad.
True.
Or you accidentally move when you do it, like because it's like fishing. If you like right click and turn your character, you cancel it out. So it's like you waste like a 3-minute CD.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly, Trads, yeah. But yeah, that's where someone you're familiar with, a certain Leon Hart, called me the actual R word because I switched from ninja to samurai because I liked samurai more.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Imagine enjoying the job.
That you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But ninja was more meta. It was like, 0.6% more raid DPS, which totally matters.
I don't care.
Also, what's funny is I did play ninja for UCOB, so it wasn't like I completely. It's just it's difficult to gear two jobs, especially back then when we didn't have coffers. You had to hope that your fucking gear dropped.
Yeah.
Like, actually, honestly, one of the best changes is coffers now because you can literally funnel gear to DPS to make clearing easier. It's also great to play DPS because it does mean if you're in a static, you get decked out in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't mind if I do.
Yeah. I do enjoy Viper still, but it's not as good as Reaper for Fru. I think the most optimal one, I think it's like Monk Ninja is technically the optimal setup for milling. Because it's... Wait, no, I think Dragoon. I think it's like Dragoon Monk would be like peak DPS. It's like the tier list is like Dragoon Monk Ninja or like Dragoon Ninja Monk Reaper Viper. But I have no interest in playing Dragoon at all. I know I know I could literally just go clear, like I could tell the ultimate stack that we'll just go clear M4S once and be geared. If Seth was thrown into the gears, he'd probably just break the gears, dude. He also, to be fair, he did survive getting through the pump at the bottom of the reactor, so he probably did go through some gears.
He's seen some shit, that's for sure.
There's a line like that in Remake, I think, where they're like, Barrett would be like, he looks over the edge in like a reactor and says, imagine falling in there. And then Cloud's like, don't worry, the pump would just suck you back up. And Barrett's like, that's comforting. It's like...
Great, I'm so glad I asked.
Trance, are you going to raid with me next tier? If the answer is anything other than yes, you're banned. Yeah. We are actually gonna... We are probably gonna... recruit next tier.
Hell yeah.
Because we had issues this tier where we had like half a friend group and then half not. And then half of the not turned out to be gigantic C words. One of them literally got kicked. Did I tell you about our off-tank trance, what he did? Ooh, I'm seething thinking about it. Good night, Nox. Rest well, buddy.
Good night, Nox.
Okay, so, do you remember... I'm guessing not with you. Do you remember a couple months ago when I had that tooth infection? And I had to take a couple days off stream because my face hurt too much? So, because I did the dentist appointment the same day, I didn't have time to cancel for the raid for the night because it was too short notice and I don't do that to people. So we went into the raid. Alzo was sick. She had like con flu basically. I had a tooth infection, so I was not in the most cheery mood. And we went into M1S, and the off-tank asks us a question, and he says, do we go DPS in first, or supports? And we say, oh, it's DPS. And he's like, oh, is it inter Cardinals or Cardinals? Like, it's Cardinals, because that's different, because PF does inters. So he fucks up the very first mechanic by going in first at the wrong angle and dies. Everyone else just keeps going on. We revive him. He declines the res and says, can we go again? It's still early, because he wanted to pass, right? And Alzo was quiet because she was sick. And I was like, no, dude, I don't want to be here any longer than I have to be. My face is like throbbing. Yeah. And then he didn't accept it. And then Uka, the white mage, throws him another res, and he times it out. Yeah. So a whole minute of us doing the fight with one less person. We're still ahead of the DPS check, because M1S DPS is negligible. We throw out another one after like everyone else calls him out. He accepts the res, and then forces us to wipe by fucking the mechanic. So he got kicked that week. We cleared that week, and then we kicked him and replaced him with Lex, with who we see in chat sometimes. Yeah. That was the last time he raided with us. Hey, Gabriel. Hope you're well. But yeah, it was... I will never raid with him again. How are you doing? I'm good, dude. I'm good. How are you?
It's like it's just so like selfish. I think
Yeah.
is like the issue that I have with it of
Yeah.
like
It's
you're not thinking about what everyone else is doing.
like Lex who replaced him. Like, Lex actually only lives like an hour or so from me in real life. We've never met, but we do live really close to each other. There's like one city between us, I think. And he's really chill. He's a very good player, but he's really chill. And when we told him that story, I have genuinely never seen him that mad. He was so pissed off. Like,
Yeah, it's fucked up.
and then apparently, because Lex joined like a pass party in PF, like for M4S, and
Yeah.
one of the DPS slipped up and didn't take the off-tank tether at the end, and it tanked the off-tank's pass. He didn't know Lex that well, but he went into that pass party, and then yeah, he died because of that, and Shingu, the tank, he rage quit the group because of it. He just left the group without saying a word because this pass got ruined. And because, unfortunately, because of all our connections, because people like me have been raiding on that server for years, and Alzo's connections and stuff, and we've obviously talked about it because it was such a stupid fucking event. He's got a bit of a reputation on Elemental now. So, might not do him very good all his passing if no group will accept him.
Well, it's just like you're not here just for your pass. Like you're here to help the group clear.
Yeah, there's also the thing that there's also like a rule in pass parties where even if you fuck up and your pass gets ruined, someone else might have a good one, so you finish it.
Yeah.
Like that's the point.
Yeah.
Like it is annoying when you're on a really good run. Even I don't particularly care about my savage passes, but like when you're on a good run and someone messes up and you die, it is annoying.
Yeah.
But you don't ruin everyone else's time because of it.
No.
Curse ring. Alright, I should swap Barrett and get his ribbon. Fuck, wrong button. Yeah, I backed out of the menu by accident. Doing a pass, but there's yeah. I've also talked about this a lot, that I don't particularly like the raiding culture on Elemental anymore. It kind of got very toxic when the Materia data center appeared and we lost all the Australians. Because now there's no... Like, people are like, oh, it's better because there's, like, less strat deviation. It's like, no. They still fight over, like, the same 7 or 8 different strats. Like, there's Toughless, there's Nukamara, there's Hamakatsu. You can't talk about Hector even though his strats are fine, but because he's... You know, he's an English-speaking American, his strats aren't allowed on the Asian server. There's so much stupid shit. I hate it.
It's a bit much.
I genuinely hate it.
Yeah.
Because like Lex and I will sometimes be in Discord after raids and stuff, and we'll just be chatting, and then he'll be like, because he'll do a lot on PF, and he'll be like, man, I wish JP would adopt this strategy and stuff, and I was like, yeah, me too, buddy. But it ain't gonna happen. What spell is that? Tifa doesn't really need magic anymore. She's just gonna punch things, so... Okay. Alright, let's have a look at Tifa's stuff, because she isn't gonna get AP in this armor for a while. Deathblow can go in there. We should swap enemy skill, because enemy skill doesn't get AP in counterattack. Because the higher level your counterattack is, the higher chance it has to work. So, we'd like that.
Oh.
Do you use AutoCAD Sun? What the fuck is AutoCAD Sun? I'm good, maybe, but it might be known by a different name.
I have no idea what that means.
So it's the second last mechanic. Oh, Uptime Sunrise. We wanted to, but that off-tank complained about it being dangerous because you have to take like 4 markers from phase 1, and he's one of those people that can't use floor tiles and has to use markers to orient his position. So we ended up doing non-Uptime Sunrise, which is way harder to line up and always gets at least 1 person killed. Yeah, this is what I had to deal with. I think... Oh, alright, Cloud got a better weapon, that's why I want to swap. I was thinking if I missed anything. Okay, Tifa is now in broken state. The floor tiles are perfect. Do you think I didn't make that argument? It's... Yeah, you can literally...
Like, I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
There's
I don't know what you want.
Because the tile has like a pattern on it, there's like a very specific spot where you can stand on each one that makes it safe. And if you use the markers for Uptime Sunrise, you literally just... It's like you stand on midway along the edge of the marker on the side of the tower. It's like really easy to do it. But if you do the non-Uptime one, you have to like pray that people have lined it up on the right fucking spot.
Oh no.
It's basically they want to do day 1 uptime, day 1 Sabbath, not uptime Sabbath. Essentially, like, basically the boss, to try and describe the boss, because the arena's like a rectangle at first. She uses a big AoE that turns it into a circle. If you go outside the circle, it's a lightning, like a death wall, you just die. And then 4 clones appear with massive cannons that have to be, like, rotated. And then 2 towers appear that have to be shot with 2 people each, and it rotates between. So the people who take the first towers will take the second set of cannons, and you swap.
Yeah.
And then you basically you get like a debuff that's yellow or blue. You take the opposite colored cannon, and then you point it out of the arena so you don't hit anyone. The positioning for it with non-Uptime Savage is really anal and hard to distinguish sometimes because the cannon's so big. The way I did it is I didn't even use the floor tile. I just stand halfway along the cannon and point it out because it worked every time. But yeah, we would do that and then you'd swap. And it just makes it stupid dangerous for everyone. And if you're a melee and unfortunately get one of the back 2 clones, you can't hit the boss. And you have to think more.
Yeah.
It's a really unoptimal strat that I think I ranted to Jackie about for like an hour and a half because they just refused to do the other one.
Yeah.
It's like the way Saf leads the group, how he says like we just do the PF strat because it makes it easier for subbing people.
Yeah.
That absolutely works well with materia because the PF strats tend to be quite optimal. That is not the case with JP ones. Also because they use like 3 different strats. So you have to learn like, say, okay, it's like, oh, do you do Toughness or Nukemaru? And they'll go, oh, we'll do Hamakatsu. And it's like, oh, great, now I have to learn a 3rd strat for the whole fight.
Oh, good, another one.
Yes, it's fantastic. I love this.
I'm having a good time, everyone.
Trans, on NA, do you do Static Ion for phase 1? Yeah. So DPS always go right. And like supports always go left. For Ion Cluster. JP, yeah. JP for God, until like not long before we were finished with re-clears, JPPF won't do that. They would always use Nukemaru, which is relative, so you have to know if you're on the left or the right and then work out if you're in or out. And they were like, why can't we do PF? It's like, because it's worse. It's you have to think about 4 positions instead of 1.
Yeah.
Like, why would you?
Please give me the least amount of thinking to do. Like, I don't understand why people want to think more. Like,
Yeah, there is
I'm good.
generally a thing I've talked about. The Japanese like strat guides often do things that are like relative instead of just a set position. And quite often by
Yeah.
the end of that tier, or like at least a week or two later, they will have changed it. But by that
Yeah.
point, the guides changed 3 times, so when you're talking in PF, they're referencing like 3 different videos.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, Trans. It's super easy. I think these are weak to lightning. No? Apparently.
Oh.
Oh, Tifa, you missed. Come on.
Tifa! What are you doing? What are these, like, slot machines?
Yeah.
I don't... Oh, God.
And then a gun pops out in the middle. It's a screen with a gun.
Nice.
One of the more interesting FF7 designs.
I don't know if I saw those on my run.
No, there's another enemy you might not have seen that we might see down here as well, the ghost ship.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see a ghost ship.
You have to like...
Because I would have been like, a yoke, that's cool as fuck.
Yeah, it is a cool mod. You have to morph it to get the... it morphs into a thing called a guidebook, which is a key item. And you trade that with a guy in Calm called the Calm Traveler. And he gives you a materia called Underwater, which removes the 20-minute time limit that Emerald Weapon has. Because you fight Emerald Weapon underwater, so you drown in 20 minutes, basically.
Right.
So that removes that time.
Okay.
Yeah, the ghost ship usually is around here. We can see if he's around. We're making good time, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I only fought like 2 things on the screen.
Oh, there he is, yeah. There you go.
Oh, sweet. That's cool as fuck.
Yeah, he's neat.
The dude at the front is paddling. Oh my god, that's a paddling.
He paddled Tifa.
That's my job.
It's your dream job.
Fuck, you got me.
Hard day at work, oh yeah. Real hard day at work. Trying to go in the battle arena. Yeah, that's quite annoying when that happens. Oh, Power Soul is so busted. The problem with Power Soul is once you learn how to do it, you can't unlearn it. So it becomes very hard to play the game without it, because you're like, I could just do this and cruise. Hit the button, Cloud. It's like when you learn how to weight trick. You can never unlearn weight tricking.
Yeah. I mean, weight tricking, I feel like, doesn't seem too bad.
It's not, it's really easy to do.
Like, probably takes a little bit of practice, but like, the concept of it is fairly easy to wrap your head around.
Yeah, there are certain fights where the weight trick is very specific. Like, there's like Diamond Weapon if you do the weight trick for that one. Because you have to like, you have to set the time very specifically on the bar, like in the config. And then, you like manually input the death blow and then defend with everyone, and then you hold the input so it's as fast as possible when it gets to Tifa again.
Yeah.
Because if you manually input it on that one, it's too slow and the boss will get another turn. And if you do the Diamond Weapon thing optimally and you don't land at least 3 of your 6 death blows that you get in, if you do it perfectly, it's game over.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Diamond Weapon is like the last, like, cuck of the run, basically. He's the last bit that can genuinely screw you over. Because the guy coming up, Carry Armor, is the, actually, in fact, I don't think I've got enough health to survive a double lapis, I should probably save. I don't want to lose all that time. Have you ever played the new threat mod, Gabriel? You'd really enjoy that, I think, if you like these, if you like FF7. Nice challenge, and the battle arenas and that are really interesting because they're all custom. Yeah, new threat mod's amazing. And there's 2 versions of it that are maintained as well. 1.5 and 2.0. I still prefer 1.5. I think it's the best version. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. You can install it via 7th Heaven, or you can just download the patching file directly from Quim, which is how I did it because I didn't want to use the mod launcher. That's cool, Ath.
Thanks.
You should play F9 with Moguri plus Beatrix mod. What's it called? Is it Alternate Fantasy? Is it the one that lets you have Beatrix? Oh, Ath is gonna love Beatrix.
Ayo.
She's a character in FF9. She's the General of Alexandria, General Beatrix. She has like an eye patch and stuff. She's quite hot, but she's like this badass that's like, you know, killed a hunt. Yeah, General Beatrix with an X at the end. She's you know, infamously killed like 100 people without being scratched. Like,
she looks cool as fuck.
she is a badass. Yeah. Standalone without Alternate Fantasy was some stuff I didn't like about. Oh, what? I don't know much about Alternate Fantasy. What don't you like about it? I'm intrigued. Bit too fanfic over there. Employees and TOG. What's the big? Ah, okay. Yeah, I would definitely say New Threat does that pretty well without stepping into fanfic. Like 2.0 Route B is probably the closest it would get to fanfic. But I found 1.5 and even 2.0 to be very respectful of the game. It does make jabs at remakes plot a few times, which I didn't like, but I mean, there is the bit where if you save Aerith when you get to the Junon execution scene, instead of Kate Sith sleeping gassing Scarlet, Aerith smacks Scarlet with a chair. Which is pretty satisfying.
Hell yeah.
You can save Tifa, yeah. Tifa's part of the Route B thing. She gets kidnapped instead of Aerith. And then Aerith's got like a proper like basically at the beginning Aerith gets, instead of Aerith being kidnapped, it's Tifa, and it changes the layout of the Shinra thing a bit. And then Aerith has her own save sequence as well. The saving Aerith boss fight is actually really neat. Because she buffs Genova and uses like even like invincibility limit breaks and stuff, and you have to kill Genova without killing Aerith, but she's taking like a damage over time that you can't remove as well, so it's like a time limit. It's quite a hard fight.
Yeah.
But if you mess it up, you don't get to keep her.
Oh.
And in New Threat 1.5, Aerith is the strongest physical attacker in the game. She has a build called Slum Drunk 2 Electric Boogaloo, which makes her like unbelievably strong.
That's really funny.
But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things in New Threat. Very good game. Okay, here we go. Oh, he didn't double Lapis. That's a good start. Big guard. And then Magic Breath. Basically, you Magic Breath him once to hit his arms, because it stops him doing arm grab for a while.
Right.
They wrote lines of her. Yeah, she's not just a ragdoll on the menu. They wrote some stuff in so she has different things to say at different points. Also, they do things in New Threat. So like when you get to like say, you know, like if you get to like Calm or the Chocobo Ranch and stuff, the party members will be sitting around the town just like doing their own thing, so you can go and talk to them and stuff. Adds like a bit more, you know, stuff to the world.
Yeah. Cool. I do love like world building like that.
Yeah,
it's like
oh, that didn't do a lot. We'll let Tifa carry it. Lapis laser. Stingy. Good counter. Good hit. There we go. That was nice. It was a comfy carry on. No arm grabs and only one lapis.
That was good. Oh yeah, isn't that the one that like grabs your like team members?
Yeah,
and just
yeah.
like picks them up.
There's a super boss version of him in New Threat as well. He guards the. They changed like some of the stuff in Shinra headquarters. You know, like as you're making up the tower. Do you remember the one where you have to like go around the floor picking up parts that you insert into the giant Midgar model?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that room doesn't really serve any purpose in New Threat. Instead, it has like a treasure chest in it that I think it's for making. I think it's something like Sid's ultimate weapon. It's like a micro machine thing or something you get in there. And it's guarded by like a super boss carry armor. You can actually fight it when you first go there. Like, so when you, and it just like one-shots you and you like wake up in front of it. But you can go back and fight it like in the Return to Midgar, and it's still like a really hard fight, but it's worth doing. Oh, do you want to see the other submarine strap? Like, for if you fail the submarine mission, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people haven't seen that. They don't know that you can fail it. Because it does play out differently.
Yeah. Okay. I'm intrigued.
Because obviously it's so easy to do. Like, you just press triangle once and then mash square. As I told you, you just fire shitloads of missiles. But yeah, if you deliberately fail it, you can get a red submarine instead.
A red submarine?
Yeah, you get the one that you're chasing instead of the one you steal, basically.
Oh.
Since we're not even, like, halfway through stream, I think we're doing good.
Yeah. Making fast time. Is the muscle memory, like, coming back?
Yeah. It's taken a couple streams, but the game, like, now that Tifa's in her broken state, aside from, you know, picking up the missile, we're kind of in, like, the cruising mode, basically.
Yeah, that's fair. Cruising along.
And we'll get Yuffie's ultimate weapon soon. Honestly, I think the main thing I like about New Threat is that you can do like proper builds in it. So like, you know, you'll get weapons that have like, you know, a shit ton of vitality and spirit. So it's like, oh, this will be a good weapon if you want them to be a tank. But then there'll be one that has loads of materia slots and like a magic buff. And so, okay, this is like a mage weapon. And like every character has that kind of flexibility. If you're curious about New Threat, it's on my VOD channel. There's a whole playthrough of all 3 versions.
Little plug.
I think 1.5.
Do you have like an exclamation mark VOD?
YT VOD. It should be in the title, I think. Unless I deleted it again like I did before and didn't notice for a month.
There it is.
Yeah, it's my most viewed series on there. Combined, the whole series combined has like 3,000 views.
Wow.
Which isn't bad for 6-hour videos.
Yeah. It's really cool having VODs just as like an archive. Because like what'll happen sometimes, like people might come in, they'll be like, oh, like have you played, oh, you should play this game, and I'm like, well, actually, I've already played it. Yeah. And so yeah, it's a good spot for people if they are interested in certain games, they can go watch it if they want to.
Yeah. It's how Champion watches my streams, because obviously he can only catch like the first hour because of his time zone. So he's been watching through the Mass Effect stuff since it was his game request.
True. Okay, that makes sense.
The manual. God damn it. Jazzy, are you free? Itchy wants out. I'm busy trying to blow up my submarine. Oh my god, this fucking tutorial, dude. Shut up. I know how to play the game.
You did ask to read the manual, so
I did.
they gotta be
I
sure,
did
you know.
mash it. Okay,
Yeah,
so.
yeah. You would never catch me mashing buttons like that, though.
Well, okay, so the diamond things are mines. So we're gonna smash into a bunch of mines, basically. It takes like 7 or 8, I think, to blow you up. God damn it. I'm too good at this game. I can't even purposely hit mines properly.
You can't even fail successfully.
Suffering from success.
Oh.
Do you know who actually made me start keeping a VOD channel? It was Connor.
Oh yeah?
He was doing like one of his chatting things before streams because he was talking about obviously he has the Connor Dog channel.
Yeah.
And it's like obviously it's like streams but cut down into full videos. And he was like, yeah, I just didn't understand why people would do these streams and get all that content and not save it anywhere. And I was like, that's a good point.
Yep.
And then I started taking it seriously and now I record everything in 4K.
Yeah.
You ever wondered what Resident Evil 2 looks like in 4K, the original? That's there too. It's a lot of upscaling.
Yeah.
I don't upscale DuckStation to 4K anymore though because it gets really fucky. Okay, so see how the submarine's blowing up? So we're breaking out of here, right? I want to get out of here now. So we hop on you hop on a torpedo and shoot yourself out. Don't worry, I won't miss. We don't even have a target. We're just aiming for the sky.
I guess I never miss.
Yeah.
Hit or miss.
So here we go. You get the game over music. And then you wake up on the beach with the dolphin slapping the shit out of you and being CPR'd by the old man. Look.
That's fucked up.
That's
kind of fucked up.
The dolphin's doing chest compressions and the old man gave us CPR. The one that wouldn't give CPR to Priscilla.
Oh my god.
Old man. Whew. The air up here is great. Hey, let's go to the airport.
Please don't say the air up here is great just after you've been given mouth to mouth by an old dude. Please no. Not like this.
Some stale breath in the air, it's nice.
Blech.
I've actually been meaning to do a first aid class. It seems like a good skill to have. They do them like every year with our like condo like community. We should probably just sign up.
That's good. Yeah.
Although I did think about doing like the private lessons one because I'm kind of self-conscious. I don't like being around people too much. But,
yeah.
Yeah, Jazzy and I talked about it a few times. Okay, so obviously we have a problem now in that we don't have a submarine.
Oh, true.
So we have to go and get one. But ours is boomed. It's no worky. Fuck, watching these people play PoE 2 is making me want to play it. No, you have enough to do. You don't need another game. Just bought like 4 games in the sale. 5 games. Although to be fair, that was because I was planning on playing the Far Cry's like soon as well, the next ones. So 85 to 90% off seemed like a no-brainer.
Yeah. Well, it's like, I had such a hard time with the sales, because it was like, there were games that had such good discounts, and like, there were games that I was like quite interested in, and I'm like, oh, some of these, like, just aren't going to come on a sale as big as this anytime soon. Like, like it's just not worth it, you know, for them to do that. So
there's a website I use for PlayStation called PS Prices. That actually tracks the sales of the games, so you can see when, like, how often they do it, and what the best price it's ever been at is. And yeah, like, if it's on my wish list, but I'm not intending on playing it anytime soon, unless it's more than 80% off, it's not a no-brainer for me. That's like my threshold.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, like Spiritfarer was 90% off, so
Yeah.
that is on the list as well. When I stopped playing Pokemon on Friday.
Indie Fridays have been mine for ages.
I have, yeah. I've been playing Pokemon too much. Okay, so you remember these guys with the dog?
What the dog doing?
So we talked to them. Look, this is June on Submarine Dock. If you want to enter, please talk to my dog. That's all the instructions you're going to get. Let's go. And then they fight you. They tell you what to do and then fight you.
Fight you. Don't talk to me or my dog ever again. Oh.
Okay. So now they're gone. So we talk to the dog. Damn, Shinra dogs. We'll take that submarine out of our way. He just whines and whines and runs away.
Aww.
And then we talk to him again. There's a random fight. Probably just normal reactor mobs. Yeah. Oh, soldier seconds. Okay. Not reactor mobs. These are just Juno mobs.
Oh.
Alright, if Tifa hits this death blow, she'll kill all of them.
Dang.
Wow. Come on, Tifa.
Tifa, what are you doing?
She's saving them for bosses. Alright?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Follow the doggo. Shimmer dog. Dog napping. Shimmer dog, I'm gonna dog nap you. Those attackers won't bother us now. Now we have a dog. Lives in our submarine.
They'll leave us alone because we have a dog now.
Please spare me. Take them
What
all
the fuck?
hostage. Be grateful I'm taking you prisoner. Now we have a dog. You're pretty nice. Thank you. And now we have a pet dog.
You're pretty nice. Can we have our dog back? No. Okay.
Okay. There we go. Now we have these guys too. We've kidnapped everybody. We have a dog and 5 guards.
I guess you could say we have 5 guys.
Wow. That's a genre on certain websites, you know.
Wow, that's
Totally...
I'm at the restaurant nearing.
I know. I just thought I'd derail you a bit.
I can't believe you would do this.
Really?
4 big guys.
There you go. Red Submarine. Check it out.
Woo! Cool.
Okay,
Red
so
goes faster.
It does. It doesn't actually, but it looks like it should.
It totally does. What do you mean?
So we'll go pick up the key to the ancients now and Yuffie's stuff, and then we'll head to Whip On.
Weapon.
Okay, so we'll get the key first. I wonder where Big Green is. He's here somewhere. He's waiting in the shadows.
He's waiting. He's gonna do. Get you.
Ooh, hit the cliff. Don't worry. Submarines are designed to hit cliffs at max speed.
Really?
No.
Oh.
it's just defending myself. Cliff ramming submarine seems like a really dangerous idea.
Yeah. Look, I just can't see it going well, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Like, cliffs tend to be quite sturdy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Submarines are slightly less so, I would say. They also often have nuclear reactors on them, so there's that too.
Totally stable. Don't worry about it. It's all good.
been getting recommendations of oh, there's Big Green. Been getting recommendations of Josh's like 70-hour videos now.
Oh yeah, he's like, Josh plays Morrowind, 78 hours.
And
Like,
then,
Jesus
yeah,
fucking
and
Christ.
he has like Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 and all that are there as well. And there's a few of the 70-hour ones now, and I'm like, that's good background noise.
I think, for me, 70 hours is just like that little bit too much.
Just a little.
It's like...
If it was 69,
that's a totally different story.
I would watch that just to say I've watched a 69-hour video. Because everyone would just go, nice.
Yeah. People already look at me horrified if I'm like, yeah, it was a 4-hour video, and they're like,
When you told me about that true crime one that we were watching on our weekend hangout? Was it like a 6-hour
one?
I got a 6-hour. I was like, 6 hours?
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
I'm like, this is great.
6 hours of someone making an idiot of themselves at that.
Yeah, that's even better.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's like, I like videos that are between probably like 2 hours to about 8 hours, because that means I can sit down for like a full, like I work for a full day and I can just sit and have that on in the background, and I don't have to pick up my phone to look at anything to like change the video. Other than if I'm like pausing and playing it, because I often do that if I need to focus a little bit more or something happens and I need to pause it a little bit. Or I have to get up and walk away, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it means like it dissuades me from picking up my phone and getting distracted when I shouldn't.
That's fair.
Is like the thing. That's why I have it on in the first place, is because like sometimes I just need to I need a mental break from whatever I'm doing, and if I get locked into something like if I open TikTok, game over. YouTube Shorts, game over. Which is why changing the video is so dangerous, because there's shorts there. So ideally I don't want even the risk of looking at anything that could be interesting.
I actually have a plugin for my Chrome that hides shorts.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't like what it does to my UI. So
yeah. Very fair.
We can do something here with Yufu. So we'll put added effect there. We're not going to use it yet though. We need to pick something else up here for that. Double cut. Give that to Yufu. Since let's break Ath by sending memes.
What? I'm not even gonna look at him till later anyway.
Yeah. One of the legendary fish is up in 14 at the moment, but this one's actually up quite a lot, which means it's probably going to be awful to catch.
Yeah. Because that's the trick, right? That's what I've noticed with some of the Realm Reborn ones. It's like, oh yeah, you've got 30 minutes to catch this one fish, and all you need is a single pull with like 3 exclamation marks.
Yeah.
But it'll take like 6 goes to get it, and I'm like, dude.
You remember the tornado shark that I was trying to get?
Yeah.
So that guy, there's a rare tornado shark called the second one. And it has like one window every like few hours. I think it lasts like 20 minutes because it's like the whole duration of the wind weather. I have done that, and I've done 2 of those now, complete windows, and I have still not even seen it. It hasn't even got away. I haven't seen it. I have no idea where this fucker is.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to the point that I'm... Oh dear.
You're fine.
Well, maybe not.
Ah, it's cool. No fade.
Well, Cloud's dead.
It was fine. Just but a flesh wound. See, Tifa's beating the shit out of him. It's fine.
Not on Cloud. That's fine. Landscaper. Already put Cloud in the back row, to be honest. He doesn't really do much damage in this setup, so... He's just there to, like, protect Tifa, basically.
Yeah.
Fun fact for...
Tifa's the canon.
Yeah, Tifa and Yuffie now. Fun fact
True.
for FF9, Zidane, the main character, actually has a skill called Protect Girls that works like cover, but only for women. Because he's such a fucking player.
Fuck. He's like, don't worry, I've got you.
You'll get to witness one of the greatest scenes in Final Fantasy ever, which is the Ooze So Soft scene.
I'm sorry,
It's very funny.
what?
It's not that far into the game, it's very funny. A lot of people's favourite scene. The thing as well with the FF9 cast is, apart from like 2 of the characters, they're comparative, they're quite young. They're all like between like 15 and 18, I think. Whereas like,
Oh wow.
you know, Cloud is like, apart from Yuffie, Cloud is the youngest in 7. He's
Yeah.
like 21. I think. That's not great. I want to kill this thing though. I hate these things.
Oh, fuck that thing. Didn't
That's
that thing fuck me up?
It did,
Yeah.
Because of the abnormal breath counter, it's like a confusion counter, and we can't put ribbon on Tifa because she has curse ring.
Yeah.
So the best way,
That's right.
the best way to do it is ideally if you have enough slots, which we don't right now. Is like here
Yeah.
we put like added effect, and then Mystify, which is a material you buy in Gongaga,
Right.
which is has confusion on it, so you can like add confusion protection to your armor.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, so creepy touch. I bet these things are gonna look horrifying in the remake. Because they've actually made some...
Yeah.
The creature designs have been really good. Like the translations.
Yeah.
So I bet these are gonna be fucking horrific.
They look pretty horrific. And
Yeah,
then like the
even
creepy
here.
touch ability is just fucked up.
Gives you sadness.
Yeah, I'd be fucking sad too.
Spirit Lance, that's I think that's the best AP grinding weapon for Sid. I think it's technically the best AP grinding weapon in the game. Because
Oh,
it's 5 slots double. Or 4
Damn.
yeah, 5 slots double, so that equates to like 10 slots of growth. Whereas Cloud gets a triple one, but it's only 3 slots, so it's 9 slots of growth. Tifa's either going to kill herself or kill someone else, so we'll see how this goes.
Fine.
Worked out.
There we go.
Have a nap, Tifa.
Take 5.
Okay, so now we can give Tifa like a sort of pseudo ribbon. So what we'll do is we'll remove added effect. And then we'll remove the fire elemental. And then we'll put the added effect with Hades. So Hades does there's quite a lot of like status effects. I don't remember them all, which is why I'm double checking. So yeah, it's a non-elemental damage to all enemies. 100% chance of inflicting sleep, poison, confusion, silence, frog, mini, slow, and paralyzed.
Jeez.
So it's like bad breath, basically. But we've combined
Yeah.
that with added effect in our armor, which will give it, even though the
Right.
materials are low level, it will give us some protection. We'll keep
Okay.
Tifa in low health, and then we'll put sadness on everybody because it makes the pain go away. Rattle Shock.
Slug.
It's a good one. So it is Retro Ghost. How you doing? Who's the shark actually? There we go. Fuck him up, Tifa. Yeah, nice. Doing good? Glad to hear it.
Rattle Shark, Rattle Slug, it's all the same to me.
Yeah, because we're doing God Tifa, we can't have a ribbon on her, so it's the best option we have
Yeah.
until we get the Mistile, and then we can actually, you know, make sure we never miss death blows. Okay, so we are actually done with the submarine. Surprisingly, without a game over. Normally a game over at least
Nice.
once here. Okay, is Big Green gonna be here? Jump scare?
Hey.
No, he's not there. Fine.
Okay.
He wasn't waiting for me like he was for you.
Dude, when you were like, oh, he might be outside, and then when he was like immediately fucking outside, I was like, what the hell?
You can barely move forward without doing that. The best thing you can do is either go back in the sub or back to the surface.
Yeah. Fucked up.
PS1? Yeah, on an emulator, yeah. On DuckStation upscaled to, I think, 1440p? It's not 4K because it uses way too many resources at 4K. Even my 3080 is like absolutely the fuck not when I try to do...
No.
And I drop frames when I do that, so I keep it to 1440p or 1080.
Yeah.
Because I'm running on a 4K display, obviously I just can't stream at 4K. Because Twitch is like, nah. Last time I played it was on Steam. It was... Yeah, there's certain weird things in the Steam one. There's like a double input glitch where it doesn't matter if you're new to the game, but if you're a fast menuer, it's kind of horrible. Okay, to the rocket. So we skipped that scene in Junon where you see the plane take off. Because it's not necessary. It's completely skippable.
Right.
As long as you know where to go.
If you know where to go.
There's a moth in here. This is not like the one I saw the other day. That thing was fucking massive. I'm not scared of them, but that was a big fucking moth. It was like the size of my head.
Like, I'm not scared of them, but they make me uncomfortable when they're like really big.
You know,
Size
honestly,
of
we
your
don't feel-
head.
Yeah, it was a big fucking moth, dude. Like, easily like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
a
like
big
palm
fucker.
size. Like, big thing.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I'm surprised you still live in Australia, to be honest with your fear of spiders. It seems like the worst place to live.
I live in an area where I don't really get spiders too often.
That's good. Still have to be cautious.
Like,
though,
it happens.
Like whitetails and stuff.
Yeah.
The shoe shake.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. Where you like fucking forget the shake, you fucking bang those puppies on the fucking
Do you think
wall.
one of the most
I don't give a fuck.
I don't know what the most dangerous thing I've seen is here. Snakes, I guess, sometimes. I don't really have a fear of snakes like when I lived in England. Like in the zoo, I would handle the pythons and stuff. I like that. But the idea of having a venomous one in my back garden suddenly made me change my opinion of them. And then when we were leaving our old house to move here, we were like cleaning out the back garden, and in the drain that goes out, there was like a shed skin for a snake. I was like, oh, that was a bit close. Because we get some really fucking nasty ones here.
Yeah.
We have a thing called the Philippine cobra that can literally like spit its venom at you. Like it doesn't even have to be next to you. And then
Yeah.
I had my unlucky encounter with the pufferfish when I'd only been here for like 6 months.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Jazzy took me to a place called Isla Gigantes. Like a tropical island off like the province where she lives. And I was just sitting on like a white sand beach with a friend chilling. We were chatting about anime, and then a wave comes in, and a pufferfish washes up and like stops like half a foot from my leg, all puffed up. And I'm like, wow, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
So, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome in. It's anonymous here, so feel free to say hi. Or feel free to not.
Yeah, snakes aren't too bad for me. It's like a healthy awareness that I have for snakes.
Yeah, they can be really dangerous.
Living here.
Mm.
Yeah, like we get like brown, like I've lived places where we've had like brown snakes. I've never seen a red-bellied black.
That sounds horrific.
But we can get those. Oh, extremely dangerous. So are brown snakes, also very, very dangerous. But I think my closest call with a snake was fortunately with a carpet python. Which they don't really, they're not like, obviously they'd hurt if they bit you, but they're not like, they're big fuckers. Like, like they're big. And this guy was no exception. Like, he was like as long as 2 fucking cars. Well, not when I first saw him.
Boy. Okay,
he wasn't. But yeah, he wasn't quite that long, but he was like a big fucker. And it was later on where I saw him for a second time that I was like, oh, you were a baby, I guess, the first time I saw you.
Oh,
you just got bigger.
Up. Yeah.
And yeah, but I was like coming home from school as like a kid, and I would go into the side door, and so off I trot, you know, I've gotten home, you know, come home from school, go around to the side door, and then I see like the cat inside with like both paws up, like on the window, like fucking eyeballing, like next to the door. So there's like the screen sliding door, and then like on the glass side to like the left of me.
Yeah.
And yeah, like fucking eyeballing, and I'm just like looking at her, and I'm just unlocking the door, and I like open the door, and I go inside, and I shut the door, and she's still like undisturbed. I'm like, oh, that's odd. And then I follow her gaze, and I like look outside to the plant that's like right next to the fucking door where I just came in. And there's like a small little tree thing there in the patio. And there's like the snake is just looped like over and over and over like in this fucking tree, and I'm like, and I like got chills all over my body.
It's so close. Like,
yeah, and it was probably good that I didn't see it until after I got inside.
You might have freaked out.
Yeah, because I would have freaked out, potentially might have spooked it, and then I would have had trouble getting inside. Like it would have spooked me enough that I would have struggled then to get push myself past it to get inside. But yeah, it was like that's like probably the closest I've been to a snake.
I was just reading about the brown snake thing because you have a couple of them.
We have lots of
venom causes paralysis, stops blood from clotting, takes many doses of anti-venom to reverse. Victims may collapse within a few minutes. And then there's
the brown snakes are really bad.
That's the eastern brown snake, and then there's the western brown snake, which is apparently less aggressive. But the problem with those is that their bites are painless.
So you don't know until you collapse.
Because they have such small fangs, victims will experience headaches, nausea, abdominal pain, severe blood clotting, and sometimes kidney damage. And then there's like tiger snakes, inland taipans, coastal taipans, mulga snakes, lowland copperhead. Jesus Christ. Are there any small-eyed snake, grey with a red belly? Oh, okay. And of course, for good measure, you have a lovely thing called a death adder.
Yeah.
Because, you know, why not name? At least it's appropriately named, I suppose.
Yeah. The red-bellied blacks are pretty, no deaths recorded though, but less venomous than others. I feel like the browns are worse because they're very aggressive. And I
Oh, there we go, yeah. Yeah, so venom
yeah, I've seen a
causes
lot of brown snakes.
blood clotting, nerve damage, but rarely deadly. No deaths have ever been recorded and confirmed by this species. But the death adder one's crazy because it's like about 50% of the bites just kill people.
Yeah.
That's a pretty high attrition rate.
I love this, is that people also ask, how venomous is an Australian brown snake?
Very.
Rated as the second most toxic of all snake venoms in the world, next only to that of inland taipan, which is also a native of Australia.
Nice. Oh, there we go. So this is what happens when you get it right first time.
Hey?
So... Whoa, pretty good. You got the passcode in a single try. You must have known the passcode. If not, it's impossible. There was one, I think it was in Shadow Hearts I did, where the guy was like, you used a guide, didn't you?
Get called out.
I was like, no.
Me? Why do you say such things? Why do you accuse me? This is slander. Libel. Yeah, and then, yeah, we've got some pretty fucked up spiders too.
Like whitetails are the one. Aren't the whitetails the one that cause flesh necrosis? Is those the ones that cause you like flesh to rot off?
Oh, I should not have googled that. Never mind. I cannot verify that information
No,
for you.
Don't do that. Most dangerous spiders.
Me, that's interesting. I should look that up. Immediately
you
shows me
should
like
do that.
fucking Google images. Like, well, never mind. Closing
Australian
that image.
Geographic.
Closing that.
Sydney funnel webs. General other funnel webs. Redbacks. We get redbacks here. Believed to have come from
really?
Australia. Yeah, in a boat.
Mm.
Mouse spider. Oh, he's a mean looking fucker. Trapdoor spiders. I always thought they were kind of neat. Because they just seem really clever. Whitetails. There
Yeah.
we go.
I think the
there
only
we go.
spiders.
Though white-tailed spiders have a reputation for releasing necrotizing venom, the scientific evidence doesn't support this assertion. More than likely, the spiders were wrongly to blame for difficult-to-diagnose ulcers. Recent studies have shown venom causes no major danger to humans and is limited to mild local pain. Well, that's good to know. And then tarantulas.
There you go.
Recluse, huntsmen,
Oh, fucking.
and orb weavers. We have huntsmen here. I have a phobia of spiders too, and there was a giant fucking huntsman in the kitchen once in Jazzy's like parents' house, and I refused to go in that room until they dealt with it. I was like, I'm not going. You can fuck off. I don't care if it's harmless. It doesn't look it.
I don't care. It needs to go.
I will say though, like in terms of like when I'm at like a zoo or whatever. My favorite section is like the tarantulas and stuff. When I was like maybe 11, 12, we went to like a local zoo where I lived, and I got to hold a tarantula, and I don't like house spiders and stuff. Even at that point, I was scared of house spiders, but for some reason the tarantula didn't scare me, and then I held it, and it's really weird. Because you can't feel it. It's like so light because it sits on its little head. Yeah, and I just remember being so confused. I mean, it sat there perfectly calm. It was a really chill spider. But like, obviously it's been handled, fucking hundreds of times by this point. But yeah, I was so surprised that you'd think something that big would have like a substantial weight to it.
Sorry.
It's all good.
No, I'm getting flashbacks because I've actually had one crawl over me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
And it was in bed at night, in the dark, and it was like I know the feeling you're describing because it was like like I just felt something like brush against my leg. Like it
Yeah,
just
you
felt
can't
like a little
really work
tickle.
out what it is. Yeah, it's like nothing.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh. And I'm thinking like, oh, what was that? I was like, ah, nothing. And I'm laying
Mm,
there, I was like, and I might have even felt it a second time, which
mm,
might have been what prompted me to check.
mm.
And I remember looking down and just seeing the spider on my legs and letting out probably the most blood-curdling scream that I've let out in my
That,
entire life.
were you a kid back then?
I think
Was it
I
like
was
when you were at
like,
home, still like with
I think
parents?
I was, yeah, I think I was like maybe late teens. And yeah, I was like at home with my parents, and yeah, like my parents came running.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know, like,
Obviously, yeah. When
like,
the daughter
like I
screams
got a
like
set of
that.
lungs on me,
Mm.
uh, and and like yeah, I refused to sleep in that room for about 2 weeks. Like I couldn't
Oh.
even bring myself to sleep in that room again. Like the spider was dead. Like the spider died that night,
Mm.
but like I could not bring myself to sleep in that room.
Well,
Um,
we had that one in the bathroom. It wasn't a tarantula. It was just a. I think it was like It wasn't even a huntsman. It wasn't big enough to be that, but it looked maybe a bit like a wolf spider.
maybe it was
Um.
maybe it was a huntsman. I don't know. I didn't
Yeah. But it
really
like
stick around to figure out what kind of a
we had
spider.
that one in in our bathroom, like in our old condo, and it was only like
Mm.
it was missing like 3 legs, so it had clearly been through something traumatic.
Been
But
through some
but
shit.
like because I don't wear glasses at night, obviously, I went to go pee and I saw
Mm.
something run past the door, like when I turned the light on in the
Oh,
bathroom. I assumed it was one of the big like outdoor cockroaches. Because if you live in the
yeah.
Philippines, and especially in a condo, you are going to get the tiny ones. You can't get rid of them; it's impossible. But I just
Mm.
assumed it was one of the big ones from outside, and I was like, "Oh, I'll just kill it."
Yeah.
And I looked where it ran, and then saw that it was not a cockroach. And it was like 2 a.m. and I
Yeah.
literally was like, "Jazzy, Jazzy, 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 Jazzy!" I got
Yeah.
Jazzy to chase it so that I could go pee, because we only had one bathroom in that house.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm
Yeah.
not going in there, and I literally like made her look around while I was peeing. I was like, I'm not going in there on my own.
No.
But here, at least I have another bathroom, so if one is
Yeah.
compromised, I have a second one.
Compromised. Yeah. Yeah.
I do not like spiders.
No. I can't. I just. It's. And then like I think too like a lot of people misunderstand like not liking spiders with like an actual fear
Yeah,
of spiders
arachnophobia is
too.
different to not liking them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like yeah, like I get it. Like people don't like spiders, right? Like trust me, I get it, right?
Yeah.
But it's like telling me to just kill it or like literally like oh, it's just a decoration or oh, it's gone now. It's like no. Like
No,
you
that's
don't
not. You don't
understand
get it.
exactly
Yeah.
what I'm dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Like like this is going to persist with me for days.
Yeah.
like and I know it's irrational. I know that I shouldn't, but that's why it's a phobia. like
Yeah.
because it is irrational. Like
Yeah.
I know it's irrational. That doesn't make it any easier.
I have. I've talked about this a few times on stream. It has got better over the years, but I have aquaphobia.
Mm,
I have fear of water because
mm.
I was pushed off a pier when I was 5 years old and nearly drowned.
That'll do it.
Pushed off by some cunt, for lack of a better word,
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
did get in rather large trouble with the police. They were very good, and I was
Yeah.
saved by a college student, I think actually.
Oh,
He saw, because my
that
mum
was
was like in shock from me falling, and
yeah.
it was Falmouth Pier in England, so it's not like say like a you know like a jetty and like a dock or somewhere. It's like 1 foot to the water. It
No.
was like
Yeah.
a 30-foot drop into
Yeah.
the deepest natural harbour in the world apart from Sydney. Like it's very
Yeah.
very deep. And yeah, I was in shock, and apparently a college student just dived in straight after me and got me. I passed out when I hit the
Oh.
water because I was just in shock.
Yeah. In shock. Yeah.
And yeah, he was. I was saved pretty quickly.
What an
But yeah,
absolute icon.
but yeah, now like there were like bits like when I used to walk to work when I worked with Royal Mail. You have to walk along the side of the Truro River, and the bit near, like, if you want to avoid the main road that was always busy with the big lorries and stuff, you have to take the river path. And on that part of the river path, it's for mooring boats, so there's no railing. And I was like, do I go and take my chance with the Arctic lorry, or do I take my chance with the river? and often I pick the lorry. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, well, at least if I get hit by a lorry, I can see it coming. But,
I mean, not wrong.
I'm over it a lot more now. I still don't like being in the ocean very much. I will stick very in the shallows.
I'm not a big fan of the ocean, but it's more of just a...
It wasn't until I was with Jazzy that I got, like, I could go in swimming pools and stuff. I still can't go underwater. I won't put my head underwater. But it was so severe at points that even until I was like 17, 18, maybe even 20, I couldn't even put water on my face without freaking out to wash my face. Like, it was a rough period for quite a long time. I still don't put my like if I shower, for example, I still don't put my head under. I still can't do it. I hyperventilate. I don't know why. I just can't get over it. Like, rationally, I'm like, I'm not gonna drown in the shower. I'm not, I'm dumb. I'm not quite that dumb. If I drown standing upright in the shower, I probably deserve it, to be honest. Like, that's on me. But
that's my bad.
that is natural selection at its peak. But yeah, like, it's interesting though, because I hate water, but I still prefer baths. 9 times out of 10, I would rather sit in the bath for 45 minutes than shower for like 5 or 10. Which is why I think lose a lot of my time.
Yeah. Oh, I love baths.
They're so good, dude.
Like, I think the other thing with baths too is like you're sitting, but like you're sitting.
Yeah.
You know what? It like there's no like drop underneath you, and I guess like when you're standing, technically you're standing on the ground, but like when you're surrounded by water, it's kind of the same experience as like floating in water in terms of how your body is positioned and how your body remembers things. Versus like I guess if you're sitting in water, it's like like the water's not getting any higher. Like you're seated.
Yeah, we have
in a position.
We have a portable bathtub. I really wanted to because the fancy like loft condominium we lived in had a bath. They're quite rare in the Philippines, and I missed it so much that I bought like a folding portable one that I've had for a few years now. But
hell yeah.
It's short enough that the only way I could drown in that is if I literally dived face first in it, because I have to sit with like my legs bent. I can't like lie down in it. But we're thinking if we stay here like very long term, like we're talking after our mortgage is done, that we might get this bathroom renovated and get one of like the corner tubs in that we can both use and stuff.
That'd be cool.
I love baths though. We were looking, Jazzy and I were like aspirationally looking at like houses in England for if we retire, because I've been kind of adamant that if I retire, I want to retire one with someone with better healthcare than here, and two, somewhere that's English speaking, because I don't want Jazzy to have to always do all the work. And it's been that way for like over 10 years now. Like even if they speak English, if we're together, they will always turn to her to talk. Whereas like if we're in England, I don't know, I lived there for 22 years, I'll be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were looking at like some of the more unique buildings in like my home county, like in Cornwall. And we found that it was like, in terms of Australian dollars, it was like 650, 700,000, I think. But it was a converted chapel. And it was like, still looks like a chapel on the outside, but inside it's like super modern. And they had this like indoor hot tub. It must be like 10 feet long, like fucking huge thing. And I was like, oh man, I think this might be my dream home. Because I've always wanted to live in like a converted chapel or something anyway. But Yeah, like, I saw
Any
that bath
specific
and I was
reason?
like, I just think it's kind of neat. I like England is we always talk about how great our history is, and we do go to like massive lengths to preserve it. And I just think there's
Yeah.
some idea. There's really it's almost like when people build like sleeper cars or sleeper computers and stuff. The idea of having this like 200, 300 year old chapel that inside is like very, very modern and like kitted out. I've
Yeah.
always liked that idea, and you know, I think sitting in your living room or your bedroom and looking up that high and seeing like a steepled roof, I just always thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, they do have really nice architecture, I feel.
Let me see if I have like a link in my because I have the Chrome like tabs from other devices. Let's see if I can find one. There's a really beautiful house somewhere. Yes, okay. Just take the fucking cookies. You're gonna take them anyway. Jesus Christ. Just
It's
have
like,
my
do you
data.
want all the cookies or
I'm
just
not,
some of the cookies? And
I'm
you're
not
like,
gonna
bruh,
fight you for it,
fucking...
dude. Just like take them.
Yeah.
So this
Like,
isn't
well,
this
you're gonna
isn't
take
the
them
exact one, but this is the other one's on my iPad somewhere, so I'd have to find it. I'll DM it so I don't dox myself too hard, because it is like not far from where I used to live.
Fair, yeah. Get it on. Music. Verifying that you are human.
I fucking hate that.
Oh, that is cool. That is really nice.
There was a really, really nice one, but I'm honestly surprised I didn't keep the tab open. But there was a really beautiful house. Let's see, auction.
Oh, I love that they kept the original door.
Yeah, I really like that giant like chapel or almost medieval looking thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really nice.
I'll put it to detached. Have you ever actually been back to England? Because you're like half, right? So have you ever been there?
No, I've actually never been to England. I've got family there, but
because a lot of people describe. Oh, my controller disconnected. Stupid thing. But yeah, like a lot of people that have lived in England and then gone to Australia basically describe Australia as England with better weather. So,
like I wouldn't mind going.
yeah.
Like it would be like in probably like the top 3 places that I'd like to go.
I would like to go back sometime, I think. It's just
Yeah.
when you have 11 cats, it's quite difficult to find pet sitters.
Makes it a little hard, yeah. Like Japan's the place that it's the only place that I feel like I would miss out if I never went there.
Yeah, okay.
Like I would actually feel like I would miss out on something.
Well, being a VTuber as well, like that culture's quite a lot of who you became, I guess, right? So
yeah, and like I've always kind of wanted to go to Japan. Like it's been something that I've wanted to do since I was a kid. And like when I say a kid, I mean like, because I studied Japanese technically throughout my entire schooling life. To varying degrees, like, you know, like because all schools that I went to in primary school, they did Japanese.
Yeah.
And obviously, you know, different schools do different things. Often they just repeat the same things each time. So it's not like I had, you know, particularly exceptional Japanese skills, but
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see.
and whatnot. But I was always interested in going. Like I always wanted to go, and I was meant to go during school at one point. However, there was a disaster that happened that prevented me from being able to go. And
That kind
then
of
because
sucks,
of
yeah. Act of God
yeah,
kind of thing, yeah.
and because of that, and because of the damage from it, and the areas where it was located were areas where the school ordinarily visited, and it was like part of their standard thing. Like they'd have to completely redo the program. And so yeah, because of the damage to that areas, they did not run the program again until
Oh, okay. Until after you
several
left, I
years
guess.
later.
Yeah.
Well, I hadn't left, but they ran it in the same year where I went to China.
Oh, okay.
So because I
Kind of
sort of
difficult to
gave
do
up.
both, yeah.
Yeah, and so it reached a point where I had to choose. Well, I didn't even really get a choice because the China trip kind of happened before they even confirmed that they were going to do the Japan trip. And like I couldn't go both times. Like we'd, as a family, we'd been putting aside enough money for me to be able to have one international trip, and during my school time.
Yeah.
And so like it ended up being, well, if I don't go on this China trip, I'm potentially never going to be able to go
Never
on
gonna go
an
on one,
international trip.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I went to China instead. And like that was a fine experience. Like it was okay. There were some challenges that I had to overcome that I did not think that I was going to have to. So like the food thing was a big issue because
yeah, okay, yeah.
because I'm celiac,
Yeah.
and the teachers just kind of like like my parents had like really, because I wasn't the only one who was celiac. And so my parents and the parents of the other kids who were in the group, because it was for music, so I played violin.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you mentioned you played
And we
violin,
went
yeah.
to China as part of like a music tour that we did there.
Oh, okay. That's neat.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. And yeah, so the parents of the other kids like all kind of got together and they were like, hey, like we'd like our kids to have this opportunity, but we need to make sure that they are going to have access to the food that they need while they are there.
Yeah.
And like they really pushed to make sure that that was going to be the case. And like all the teachers had been like, yep, no worries, we totally get it. Yes, we're all going on pre-done tours. You know, we're going to be notifying of like food dietary requirements, blah 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 blah. And then so we fly out. I think we had, I can't remember if we ate at a stopover in Singapore first or if our first like group meal was actually in China.
Okay.
Other than like airport food.
Yeah.
And I remember sitting with the other kids because I was the oldest out of all the kids with dietary requirements. And I remember them coming to me and then being like, what can we eat? And I was like, I'll go ask a teacher. You know, all right, I'll go get this sorted. Like, I don't know, nothing's labeled. Let's go figure it out. So I go to a teacher and they're like, well, you're old enough to figure it out, aren't you?
Wow. Fuck you.
And that's and I just was so like, I was a kid and I didn't have a lot of confidence as a kid either. So it's like, it's not like I knew how to stand up for myself, if I could as a student stand up to a teacher who I didn't know very well. Like I didn't know this person very well. And I just remember being like, oh my God. Like, we're here for a week and a half.
Yeah.
And like, I have to eat food.
Yeah.
And for the next week and a half, I'm going to have to guess what I can eat. And
That's rough,
and it just kind of, yeah. And I kind of went back to the table and I was like, this is what they said. And then the other kids like look at me and they're like, and I was like, okay, let's go have a look. Let's see what they've got. And then we literally for like that week and a half, we all had to sit with each other, and we'd have to like try and guess what was in this food because, like,
That's
obviously nothing's
crazy.
labeled in English, right?
Yeah,
So,
no, yeah,
like, we don't
exactly.
even know what the dishes are called, let alone what the ingredients are in them. We literally have to look at it and then make a sort of educated guess on, is this going to be safe for me? And it was a bit fucked up. I sort of was very conservative with the food that I chose.
Yeah.
I think some of the other kids were a bit like I mostly just ate rice. And then occasionally I'd try small bits of other food that I thought might be safe. And I think I
Yeah.
largely
So
was
much to be cautious of.
unscathed. Yeah, like I did get a bit of a tummy ache one or 2 days, but overall I was okay, but I lost a lot of weight.
I can imagine. Oh shit.
Yeah. And I was like really cranky. Like I was not in a good mood. And yeah, I'd like stock up on breakfast. Breakfast was my biggest meal of the day because like there'd be rice and there'd be like fruits out and stuff like that. So I'd literally gorge myself on like rice and fruit. And I think they had like egg and stuff. So there was a lot more like, because it's not like curries or, you know, full like dinner dishes. It's a lot easier to see individual ingredients at a
Yeah,
breakfast
you can be a lot
time.
more cautious with that, yeah.
Yeah. So that was like my biggest meal of the day. And yeah, I didn't have a lot of weight to lose as a kid either. Like I was about like 40 something kilos. And
Yeah, it's quite small, yeah.
yeah, and I remember going back home and my mum being like mortified.
I can imagine.
Because I basically got off the plane. I did not sleep on the plane. And it was an overnight plane flight. And yeah, I basically got home and like was like, I need food, I need to sleep. And like mum could see how much weight I'd lost, obviously. And then she put in formal complaints with the school. So did the parents of the other kids. Because it was like just not appropriate. But nothing happened. Yeah, like nothing happened with it. It's like the entire reason I was allowed to go was on the basis that they knew that there were kids with dietary requirements and that they had systems in place to ensure that those needs were met.
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
like, and they just didn't. Like they just straight up lied, and it's like, wow, like, what the hell is wrong with you?
That response is just fucked up, to be honest. Like,
yeah, you're old enough to figure it out yourself.
Like, I'm
a teenager. I'm a literal child.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
I'm in a country that I don't know with a dietary restriction that you're meant to accommodate, but instead you're being an asshat. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, what's that? You're scolding me and not going to do so what? It's not like I can fucking eat, is it?
Yeah.
Stupid cunt. It fucking annoys me.
Right?
It's.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I would have flipped my shit. I mean, to be fair, I was a very angry teenager, so it doesn't take much. But
yeah. Like me now would not have stood for that.
No,
right?
you would not know.
Like,
absolutely. Yeah.
Like me now is like, well, you're gonna have to find a solution, aren't you?
Yeah, there's a problem. Now you fix it.
You're gonna fix it, or you're about to become very unpopular with me.
Very unpopular, and when we get back, very unemployed.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I can't believe that. Like, I had some bad fucking teachers. Don't get me wrong. You know, I had one teacher I hated so much that I wouldn't piss on them if they were on fire. But like, they're But Jesus Christ, like, holy shit.
Yeah. And just like the shirking of responsibility onto a child, just like wholly inappropriate. Like, oh, it's like, I don't want to take responsibility for what you eat because, you know, you might get sick because we haven't actually put correct systems in place. But you, the child, have to take responsibility for that.
I just can't believe
is
it.
Like,
that's so
ridiculous.
fucked up.
Yeah, and like, as I said, I was the oldest out of them.
Yeah.
And so it did kind of fall to me, like,
to be
the other kids
for
would...
it,
Yeah, but for like the other kids as well who had these restrictions to try and help them also, because none of the teachers were doing it.
It's actually crazy that they did that.
Yeah. To the point where they were like, there were some dinners where they didn't seat us near each other, and like we'd have to like go visit each other's tables, and it'd be like they'd come over and they'd be like, oh, like what are you eating from like from your table, and I'd have to be like, okay, like I'm gonna eat like the quail because that looks pretty safe. I'm gonna have this rice, and then like this like salad thing looks pretty safe. And yeah, like literally like telling the kids what I think we could eat.
And it's like a dangerous thing as well, because if you slip up, it's like, you know, a lot of people are in trouble with that.
Yeah.
He's opened up. Now we can beat the shit out of him.
Fuck him up. Yeah. Yeah, fortunately I think only one of them actually like got like quite sick. Not like life-threateningly sick or anything like that, but I do remember one of them getting a bit unwell.
There we go.
For something that they ate.
I found that chapel, by the way. I found the one that I've been looking for it like the whole time while mashing.
Oh yeah.
it's like it must be here somewhere. I think that's.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, I think this one that I just sent is the one.
Oh, it looks like a homestead. Oh, there's a lot of land on it too. Oh, that is nice.
There's another one we.
Oh, that's like that looks like a home straight out of like, you know, Midsummer Murders and shit.
It does, yeah. There's another one that we've looked at. It's been there for quite a while. I don't know. I'm genuinely surprised no one has bought it, because there's it's like a. It's in this like a little village called Sand Place, which is it's also part of another village basically. I wouldn't call it. It's basically called Loo. It's Looe. But it's yeah, it's Sand Place, and it's like a former like Victorian or older era post office and a chapel. Like they were linked to each other, so it's like two buildings, and you get both of them, and it's like, oh wow, the photos for it are like, it's the most fucking idyllic looking place I've ever seen. Oh my and I'm God. Like, if I could afford
Sell
this,
me the dream.
If I could afford this, I would buy it in a heartbeat. It's 650k, which is like 650k pounds, which is probably not far off like $1 million AU.
Yeah, probably.
But to be fair, compared to some of the prices in like Sydney, it's probably got cheap. It's this one.
Yeah.
This one's actually in my bookmarks, so. Because I watched this one in the hope that one day in like 15 years I can get a down payment on it. It's just so pretty. Because where I'm from is quite rural anyway.
It is pretty. Oh, it's got that classic wood floor.
Like the garden.
I actually quite like the green tiles.
Yeah. Like it's just a.
Oh, the garden decor is nice. Dude, that looks like picturesque Midsummer Murders.
Yeah, there was a photo in this that sold me, and it's like one of the things in the garden. There's like a, you know, like the pillars you get at like the corner of walls. I don't know their official name. But if you scroll through, it's one of the pictures. It's like one of the last pictures, I think. But it's a cat on a wall, like a stone cat.
That's cute!
And I was like, oh, well, this is the one.
That's cute. No, I love that. Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, honestly, like that part of Cornwall, like the reason I didn't like it back then is because everyone knows everyone, but now I kind of like that about it. Because it's like, it is so peaceful in Cornwall.
Yeah.
Like, nothing happens. You know, like, the nearest IKEA, for example, is like 60-something miles away, and they only do deliveries to Cornwall like once every 2 weeks. You know? But, you know, you can get Amazon delivered like in a day or two. Like, it's still reasonably, like, easy to get to, but just... It's just kind of weird to say, but I guess because I live in Manila, which is like one of the busiest places on Earth, I miss the sound of nothing. Like, I miss absolute silence.
Yeah, that quiet. Yeah.
And just where I can just hear nature, and if I want to go for a walk, I can walk for an hour and not see anybody. and just enjoy things
Yeah.
and then come home, and I do miss that.
Yeah.
Because like my uncle is a farrier, so he makes horseshoes, you know, and like looks after horses.
Mm.
And when I was expelled from school and I was doing like my education out of school like 2 days a week, the other 3 I worked with him, like helping him.
Mm.
And I
Yeah.
genuinely loved like just driving through all these countryside lanes that you would never look twice at normally because you wouldn't care. And you go down it and you see these like, it's almost like this like Shire-like tree tunnel that you drive through.
Aw.
And you know, you get to like this like really remote farm. There's a Twitch event for 14. No?
There is? Oh my god.
And they're giving away another poop-colored mount.
No, it's a snowman.
Oh, it's the snowman from that event? Okay.
Yeah. From Monday 16 December to Tuesday 31 December.
Another 6-hour watch thing.
Oh no, it's a...
Snow stream.
Purchase or gift 3 Twitch subs. And then...
Where's the thing? Snowstream amount 50 Etherite tickets. Purchasing or gifting 3 subs. Watching 14 channels. I'll just give you some subs. Easy.
Thanks,
It's got a purple scarf. So.
The purple scarf is very cute.
Yeah, I've been looking at these. Jazzy and I watched a show called Restoration Home. It's like a 2000, I think like 2010. It might be on YouTube somewhere. A 2010 British series where people buy these really interesting buildings to turn them into homes. And I rewatch it. I don't think about England like much, to be honest. Like, you know, my day to day.
Yeah.
I rewatch this show when I'm like watching stuff for, you know, to fill time or have background noise. And every time I'm like, fuck, I want to move back. I think this, at the point I'm at now, although I'm happy that we own our own house, you know, I am a half a homeowner now, which I never thought I would ever be in my life. I think I'm kind of at the point now where I'm like, there are things I miss from my home.
Yeah. That's fair. I mean, that's one reason, like, I could never imagine me not living in Australia. Just because, like, there's just something about this place. Like, I just can't see me not living here. Even though, like, for example, I love Japan, it's just like, no. Like, I just...
Living in Japan is very tricky too. It's getting easier with their new visa system, but it's still really tricky.
Yeah.
I think if I could get over the foreigner bias of Australia, of assuming everything everywhere is going to kill you, you know, that kind of thing, that it's stupid, but everyone has it. If I could get over that, I could see myself being happy there. That honestly my only concern at this point. If I was offered to move back to England tomorrow, say, I would probably say no. Because my whole life is built around this time zone and being 8 hours behind. You know, like, there are little things where I'd have to move my character in 14 over or have really horrible ping. And 14 is a really important part of my life at the moment. I wouldn't be able to watch Caleb anymore at all. Because he starts streaming at he would start at 1 a.m. like my time, you know? Because he starts early for me, when I'm waking up. And then but I'd be able to watch Josh, I guess, because he starts at 1 a.m. my time, so... But it's just little things like that. And obviously, we have many pets, and moving many pets abroad is difficult.
Very difficult.
Especially with how strict England is. The only place strict there is Australia, so... Well, it's not so much for owning while you're there, but importing.
Importing,
the rabies titles and everything you have to pass is crazy.
Yeah.
We have an hour left for me to finish this game. It's going to be a push, but we can do it, I think.
Yeah. No worries if not. Because if we have to come back next week to finish it off, and then maybe we could do the cloud power watch thing after.
Oh, it could be fun.
If we end up finishing super early.
I think my Game Pass is still valid because I forgot to cancel it. Which I mean,
Oops.
Jazzy gave me a very disapproving stare.
Oops.
Because it's linked to her credit card, so...
Yeah. You got
Luckily-
that Jim emote stare.
Yeah, luckily, Game Pass is really cheap for the Philippines. It's like 160 pesos a month, which is like 3 USD, if not less. So it's not like bank breaking. It's just
Yeah.
I was going to cancel
Not
it
ideal.
that day, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah. Like, oops.
Yeah,
I did a fucky wucky.
I could definitely. I think if I lived in England again, I don't think I would live anywhere other than Cornwall. Because I spent most of my life there, like growing up. You know, I lived in the middle, I lived actually around, not far from where Josh is when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
I lived in like the same sort of, you know, probably within like 20, 30 miles to where he is roughly. So, you know, like the Midlands and like that kind of like middle class area. I was not middle class, but that kind of area. And then, but I was born in Cornwall, and then we moved back there because we got a really good offer on a property, like a council property to stay in. I stayed there until I moved to the Philippines, so it's a big part of my life.
Actually, maybe I can make it my mission this weekend to find out. I actually have no idea from where in England we come from. I'm sure someone in my family will be quite happy to talk my ear off about it.
Because my mum is from Scotland. It's her birthday today, actually. I haven't greeted her yet because I didn't want to wake her up. But, yeah, it's my mum is from Scotland. She's from the borders of Scotland though, like very close to England. Called Hawick, spelled Hawick, but pronounced Hawick. So she's from there, and my dad is from Cornwall, but not from Truro, where I'm from. He's from like he's from I think it's called Redruth, I think is the town he's from. I think it's there or Cambourne, but it's like you know, only like 15 miles away. That's where he's from. And then he doesn't live in Cornwall anymore. He lives in like the neighbouring county, as far as I know. But I think he's retired now. I don't talk to him very much because I didn't really grow up around him, so we don't have that connection.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he was it's not like I'm not like proud of what he did. He was a Royal Navy captain. Like he worked hard to get to where he was.
Yeah.
And got his military retirement. But, not something I would ever do. I'm far too lazy.
Same.
It did kind of appeal at one point when I was in uni about getting a military career because it's a very good way to get a very secure tech job.
Yeah.
Like if you're doing tech, like you know you're under massive NDAs, but it was a good way to get a tech industry job. But then I never pursued it because I moved here.
Yeah.
And now I just play video games and shitpost. It's crazy that in like 5 months, it will be my 6-year Twitch anniversary.
Wowee.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
It'll be that time of the year where I question, it's like, do I keep doing this for another year? My argument, my reason for doing it now is basically like, the argument I make now is like, can I think of a good reason not to do it? Because if my excuse is I'm just going to play video games, I may as well do it here.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I need to buy new equipment or anything.
No,
But yeah, if I have a good argument for not doing it, then I will. This year may be the year where I reduce my hours. a bit,
Mm.
and maybe try to seriously pursue edited content to actually try and make this a actual worthwhile career.
Yeah.
Because I make like $60 to $100 a month, guys. I'm not raking it in. I just have a wife who earns a lot of money. I am a house husband and cat dad more than literally anything.
Because people really underestimate like how important it is to do external content.
It is more important than streaming itself.
Which is why I want to do it more, but unfortunately,
You
time
are
restrictions.
a very busy bee, and you should not push
Yeah.
yourself more than you already do.
Yeah, that's why I've kind of taken a bit of a step back in the last little bit, because I could feel myself like going too hard, and I was like, all right, I need to come back a little bit and, you know, recenter, like take it easy, work on like just the things that are really important to me, and
Honestly,
then revisit later.
I was weighing up, like I've been thinking about it a bit the last few days, because obviously Christmas break is coming out and Jazzy has 2 weeks off. And I wasn't going to do the full 2 weeks off, because I already had a week off in like November, like my scheduled one.
Yeah.
But I am genuinely tempted to do it. And because I won't have the weight of streaming to actually try and do that FF7 video that I've been working on for eternity. it's
Yes. Yeah.
I have an for people in chat that don't know, I have a script that I've been working on for an FF7 Platinum Trophy playthrough I did. It's got memes in it, it's got tips on how I actually did everything in it as well. But it's probably like over a 2-hour long video. And I used to be, professionally before I was a streamer, I was a video editor. So while I'm rusty, I do have the skill set for it. But I put it off because I stream like 30 hours a week, and then I raid in 14 for like 15 hours a week, and I have 11 cats, and I tend to make myself do more things than I should.
Yeah.
But if I spend those... I would be intrigued to do if I actually force myself to do it. If I spend those 24 to 30 hours a week I stream, if I don't have that and use those same hours to edit and script, just to see how far I could get.
Yeah.
And then maybe the end thing is I cut down to 3 days and have 2 days of work, and then, or I do 2 or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I do enjoy streaming. I wouldn't do it if I didn't enjoy it. Which is why some days I just play 14, because it's like, I am not in the mood to be entertaining with Mass Effect today, I am just going to fish.
Yeah.
And then people are like,
100%.
why are you playing 14? Because it's my life. Once you hit a certain level, it's hard to go down from that. But like, can't be solid work. Yeah, exactly. I mean, when I quit being a video editor because of a bad situation where we nearly got illegally evicted because of me doing 100 hours of work and then them refunding the invoice and ghosting us, and that was before COVID, which means PayPal had no seller protection at all. But yeah, because of that, Jazzy was very accepting that I was going to stream. I was like, I mean, back then it was originally, I was like, I think I can be good at this. I think I have a chance. And I did everything wrong because I just played games a lot. But I think the last thing on my mind at that point was video editing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have built, like, I literally for my job I used to build YouTube channels. I know everything I should do, I just don't do it.
I feel like it's also a lot harder to do it for yourself. Like, it's a lot easier to do it for someone else.
I am
than
way too...
yourself.
Like, I have edited videos that have, like, 1.5 million views, you know, and things like that. And I get nothing from it. Because the pay that I made doing it was refunded. But...
Yeah.
That's why you don't trust Australians, chat.
Oh,
they're all shifty. No, she...
I'm not shifty, what do you mean?
Totally don't have an evil form.
No, no. Well, actually, I'm not Australian at all.
No. Oh, you became an FF14 bad guy. I just remember that one with, was it Benedict Cumberbatch? Where they were like, he was asked in an interview on Top Gear, I think it was like, why are the American bad guys always British? And he said something like, I think they mistrust intelligence. And he's just like, end of my career in America. Honestly, it probably goes back to like, goes back to like, you know, Revolutionary War thing, like stigma from that it's just good to make Brit the bad guy.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Or
that's
even
only
just
to
have,
appeal
like,
to
a
certain
different-
influence, because, you know, some directors are just going to pick someone who's a good actor.
Yeah. I think part of it too is like they want someone like distinguishable. Like,
Yeah.
in terms of like, if you've got all characters who are all American, it's a lot A, memorable, and then B, like, it's like a distinguishing feature to make them like a little different.
Yeah. It's true.
In some way. So, you know, an accent is probably the easiest way to do that.
Definitely. Yeah, I think we still might be in with a shot.
Hey.
We're doing it to...
Yeah, you've made so much progress
Yeah.
the last couple.
Sweating my balls off.
Like, sweating.
I did just go the wrong way and lose like 2 minutes then.
That's fine.
I miscounted the numbers on the tunnel, so I went one too far and ended up in the headquarters.
Ah. These fuckers.
Yep. To be fair though, Scarlet is a mommy in Rebirth.
Dude, her dress,
She's hot.
like, damn.
Damn, yeah.
'Cause I noticed that before in one of the scenes. I like looked over and I was like, actually, you know what? Like her dress cut would be like a fucking like the lowest V-neck I have ever seen.
It is a danger zone, is what it is.
Yeah,
She literally
yeah.
hires her Shinra guards to be footrests. Like, she literally steps on people.
Oh my god.
Come on, Tifa, go.
I need to Google her right now. Oh, okay, yeah. That's
That's
I have no further comments at this time.
one of the more reserved girls who's really popular though is Cissnei. Cissnei. She's
Oh, she's cute.
basically she's a Turk. So former Turk at that point. But she's the one that lets Zack get away with Cloud because she was sent to stop him, but she can't do it because they're friends. But yeah, she's like head of like the anti-Shinra resistance in Gongaga in Rebirth. So, and then like Chadley, the android dude, is like when they're breaking into a Shinra base, and Cissnei's like, oh, I wondered what was going on here and why I got an alert. And then Chadley's like, wait, I know you. Cissnei, designation and he's about to say Turk. She points and goes, shh. And it's like, and he shuts up immediately. It's like, yeah, she is scary. You do not mess with her. She's a cool character. She's actually a playable character from before Crisis. When you choose your playable Turkin before Crisis, if you pick the Shuriken user, it's her. And then they gave her a name called Sisname, which isn't actually her real name, it's still a code name. We think we know her real name because people saw it in the code for the demo, or for Rebirth. And her name, sorry, in Crisis Core. And her name in the files is like Tien or something, which means it's like a Chinese word for a type of flower.
Right.
But people think that's her name. Awesome character though. Well, I won't make you play Dirge of Cerberus. I would probably recommend Crisis Core.
Yeah, it goes on sale every now and again.
Crisis Core is a game as well, where if you play it just for the story, it's not too long. But that game is like that game is dangerous for you because it's like 70% side quests. And they all have little bits of lore in them because you work for people, like, you know, you're doing things. And the side quests are actually how you meet Yuffie as well. So shit. Hit the wrong button. What the hell did I just remove?
Am I right?
Double cut. What did I remove? I have confused myself. I removed restore, I think. That I now can't find. Wait, no, restore's there. Oh, I moved fire. Okay. Fire.
I was about to be like, we don't need restore.
And enemy skill, but that's empty. And then just double cut. Yeah. Okay. That'll do. And then now we can give Tifa the misstyle, which means she will no longer miss any death blows ever again.
Woo!
God, Tifa is ready.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm not gonna die, but I may as well tempt. It'd be quite hard to die to Hydra. He's not particularly difficult.
He didn't seem too crazy when I did him.
No, he's not really dangerous.
He's just annoying. And a piece of shit.
He is very much a piece of shit. He is possibly the biggest piece of shit in FF game history.
Yeah. I feel like he's done a lot of like really fucked up shit. And is like not sorry about it either.
Not at all. Those tanks take longer to kill than I would like. They need to drop an item called an 8-inch cannon though. That is definitely a cannon. It's a weapon. I'm assuming the translation issue is that it's a cannon that fires like an 8-inch shell. But no, no one except a military nerd is going to read it like that.
Damn, a whole 8 inches.
Yeah, wide.
Oh.
Yeah, oh. Okay. Hojo. Still very tempted to like debating this Australia visit next year. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. It depends if we can work out if Jasmine can come, because I don't want to go on my own. I'll be too nervous.
Yeah,
and I won't enjoy it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. You gotta come visit!
I used to, like, one of my best friends back when I only played Tibia lives in Australia. Lives in Coffs Harbour.
Oh yeah.
In New South Wales, I believe.
I think so.
Oh man, we didn't get a pre-capsule kill. God damn it. You can actually kill him before he does that if Tifa gets a very quick first turn.
Oh wow. Oh, piece of shit healed. How's all that extra HP going for you, Hojo?
Oh, that was it. That's it's when he spawns those things. It like heals them basically.
Right. Okay.
We would have killed him in one turn, but we're not in low HP, so.
There we go. Oh wait, I'm watching the replay, not the real time.
I wonder if we can get Tifa low. It doesn't really matter because we have Yuffie too, so... Like, Yuffie more than makes up for the damage. I love the Genova music. Jesus Christ, Caleb is still going.
Oh.
Someone's up late.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed. I guess because of the mistile, yeah, it's kind of hard for her to hit us. So,
Oh.
oh, double.
Double. Do you mind if I just BRB for like
No, no
2
worries.
seconds?
We're about to hit a dialogue wall anyway, so...
Alright, sweet. I won't be long. I'll be right back.
Wall of dialogue time, chat. But then we're on to the final descent. And me trying to remember the pathing through the crater. We're gonna go take the right one though to get into the mistile. Just because why not? Jazzy, have you got a second to close the door? It's getting a bit sticky, and I've got a lot of dialogue to mash because I'm on a time limit. So close the door. I think it's still open. It sounds like it's still open. Huh? Since you opened it. Why didn't I close it? I haven't had any, any like auto-scrolling sections. And this one has to be wired in, so... Almost at the scene, shall we say. See Ath's model freaking out. It's quite funny. It's pretty great, actually. Looks like Ath's model is doing Morse code. Dot dot dash dot dot dash 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 dot dot dot. It's pretty fantastic.
I'm back.
I was just laughing at your model on the stream.
Huh? What?
If you want to like clip back or something or jump back in the VOD, it's your model's like freaking out, like jumping back and forth. And it's like your model was doing like Morse code with jumps.
Oh man.
It's really fucking funny.
Bunny bouncing. Sorry. I realized I hadn't really like eaten a super lot, and then I started feeling a bit unwell, and I was like, I should just go heat up some food.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
I had like a barbecue chicken thing, but I didn't have time to heat vegetables to go with it, so I might heat some veggies before raid to get some sustenance.
Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I was just like not feeling it when I was eating earlier. Like I did eat food, but I was like, oh, I'll eat after stream, and then I was like, maybe I need to eat now.
Do you want to go through the list thing, by the way? Like this weekend coming? Because we didn't have a hangout this week, because obviously I spent the day with Jazzy, and then yesterday I was just... You know, actually I was thinking about yesterday I had a good day. It was one of those days where I did nothing, and I felt like, at first I was like, bored, but then I sort of 10 PM and I was sitting there, I was like, no, today was good. Today was chill.
Yeah. Yesterday was an unusual day for me because I actually like. I was saying this in like my stream yesterday, but like I played 14 for a bit and then I just like got to about lunchtime and I just like logged out.
Yeah.
Like just wasn't in the mood, and I was feeling a bit flat, but then I like went to exercise for a bit, and then I laid on the floor for a bit, just like chilling out, and then I painted for a bit, and like I did a few other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was actually like all in all like a good day.
Yeah.
Because I just did like a better variety of things than just like sit at my computer. I was like, damn, I wish every day could be like this.
Yeah. I should bring back my overly ambitious goal that I've only ever achieved once, and it was when we had a dono goal.
What?
I want
Sorry,
a month. Sorry, yeah, like I should bring back one of my overly ambitious goals I had. Which is I want 1 month where I earn more than Jazzy. I've only ever done it once, and it was when Jazzy earned a lot less than she does now, and I had like a big dono goal that Borg filled in like 2 weeks.
Oh wow!
It was for us moving house back then, and it was like because we were trying to upsize, but then COVID happened, and I was like, it's like one of those things where it's like, if we don't meet this for like a year and a half and it's still here, it's fine. It's all just going to go into savings anyway. And then Borg donated like $1,200 of the $2,000 in like 2 weeks. And then Trance and Joe and everyone pitched in. So, holy shit. And then it did go into a savings account. We used it at one point when we had to buy, when I was a bit unwell. But it was replaced, and then it was actually used for when we moved house. So.
Yeah.
It fulfilled its goal in the end.
Yeah, I think it's important to have like a variety of goals. Like you don't want like goals are meant to be scary, right?
Yeah.
And on the one hand, you don't want to have you don't want to have something like completely unrealistic that you're never going to achieve it and nothing else. Because it's like you should have a big goal, and then you should have smaller goals like on the way there, or which help contribute to that goal. So for you, it could be like, okay, so this is my big scary goal, and then in order to help me achieve that, okay, well, if I'm gonna do, video editing, this is, my goal of this is how much video editing I want to do, and like that sort of thing where you like break down smaller goals that you can work towards with like the overarching aim of like this is why I'm doing it, kind of thing.
Like I guess my big scary goal is to like be able to help do with like the down payment when we retire. Because Jazzy has the fucking crazy spreadsheet that I barely fathom, but it is like it's like a money health spreadsheet, and essentially she has mathed that even at our current rate, we can retire when she's 45.
Oh wow!
So that's her goal basically. Because I mean, if you think about the way I live right now, I'm basically retired at the moment anyway. I don't do anything really. But like, my goal is to basically be able to help out. I have like mini goals, like I want to be able to. I've talked about this a bit on stream, but I have like some frozen credit card debt from when we were nearly illegally evicted. I want to pay that off and not have my bank trying to contact me every fucking day and telling me to call them when it's like 2 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to resolve that. It's not like a crazy amount. It's not like go to prison levels of money, but it's just like I want it off my head.
It looms over you, right?
Yeah. I've just got many things. I'd love to do one of my scariest goals is I'd like to do a 1 million view video, but for myself, not for another channel.
Yeah.
Did she kill herself?
That would be cool.
Oh, fucking damn it.
That would be really cool.
In the speedrun, that would kill her. But I have too much HP.
Oh, wow.
Because you wanna get her. You want her to, because if she hits herself, you don't cover it. So it's the best way to get her into low health. Because now we can just do that.
Yeah. Good. That makes sense.
Does she have a level 2 limit? Yeah, okay, that'll make the gauge feel smaller. It's not really much of a problem because we have Deathblow now, but
yeah.
Yeah, no, I have stuff I want to do. It's just I am cautious of stretching myself too thin. I've honestly been thinking that I would take tomorrow off stream so that one, I can prepare for the week of raiding and still do the collab and stuff, but also I maybe spend a day and actually try and map things out. Where I have a day where I don't have to worry about, okay, I've got, I finished the cat time in the morning, I have like half an hour until stream, what can I do in this half an hour? The actual answer is fuck all, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
30 minutes is not enough.
Fuck all is commonly what I accomplish in that half an hour.
Well, it's just not long enough, unless you've pre-planned something that you're going to do in that 30 minutes. It's just not long enough to sink your teeth into anything. Like, for example, if you wanted to use that 30 minutes, you could, like, schedule a post.
Yeah.
Or you could use that 30 minutes to just briefly, like, plan out ideas for social media posts. Because like, when I say that I, like, commonly fill, like, my every waking hour with content, like, thoughts about content creating, like I'm not exaggerating, like I'm not fucking around, which is why it's such a big deal when I like don't do anything and I feel so weird about it.
But maybe you need that though. Maybe that's why you
Yeah.
need days like yesterday where you don't constantly think about it, because even if it's your passion, it will still get exhausting. It's like, the too much of a good thing kind of thing.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why I was like, because I had been sitting at my computer when I was like thinking about, I don't really like, not really vibing Final Fantasy, like what am I gonna do? And I was like, I have you know, this project that I'm working on. I could like put some time into that. Like I could schedule some videos. Like I could do like there are lots of things that I could do, and I just went, look, you know what, like I'm just gonna get up and walk away from the computer.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go do something not sitting here.
Not screen
And,
time.
Yeah.
I
actually spent a lot of time without screen time.
Yeah, like I mean, it wasn't no screen time, but like on Saturday when I was hanging out with Jazzy, like I spent basically no time at my desk until like when she'd gone to bed. I did like a bit, like half an hour of fishing, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's why I try to buy the Lego kits, like even the knockoff ones, because it's time where I'm not staring at my computer monitor.
Yeah.
Because when you do,
Well, yeah,
even if you're only like, I'd never call myself a proper content creator right now. I'm just like a hobby streamer that streams a bit too much. But like, when you do that, and like even like office jobs where you're doing data entry or customer support or anything, your computer becomes your whole life, and that is not healthy.
No.
I won't tell anyone how to live their life, but if you have an outlet that gets you away from your screen, it's amazing. And if you don't have one, maybe just try and find one.
Yeah.
Paint
I
miniatures,
think it is a
read
good
books, like
craft.
go for
craft.
a walk. Yeah, find
Color in, like a coloring in book. Sometimes I'll do
exercise
that.
is
Like,
a
I've got bunch of
fantastic hobby if you
colouring.
can enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
DIY if you have the finances for it, it's good.
Yeah. Like I do have a lot of non-screen hobbies, which I think is good.
You do. You like your needle stuff, your needlework, right?
Needlework, yeah, any kind of.
All the various kinds of that.
Yeah.
There's so many different ones.
Yeah. I was watching someone do punch needle again the other day, and like punch needle is the one thing that I tried and I like could not get.
Yeah, I remember when I showed you those kits from the Flying Tiger place here, and you were like, they look cool except the punch needle one match.
Yeah. But I still have the punch needle, and then I was like, I was watching someone on. I accidentally got onto like fucking embroidery TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like, it's actually really good ASMR, because it's the sound, it's the thunk, and then of the thread like pulling through the hole in the canvas.
Okay.
And like the thunk of like the needle getting pulled through, and then the sound of the thread like pulling through canvas is like very satisfying. And yeah, and I was watching, and then like it was mesmerizing watching people who obviously like do this like professionally, because they like they're so fast, and like doing like multiple rows at a time, just the way that they stitch stuff is like mesmerizing.
I used to get that with
anyway
with my gran, like, because my gran's like a seamstress basically by trade, but she used to be what's called an invisible mender for Pringles of Scotland, the fancy wool company, cashmere's and stuff.
Yeah.
And she actually used to do invisible mending for the royal family, and like watching her work on like anything with a needle, like whether it's like even just fixing pants, or like when she helped me make my Technicolor Dreamcoat for my college project.
Yeah, that was cool.
When she, just watching her do anything was just like crazy.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I can sew to repair like pillows and shit is because she taught me.
I think it's a really good skill for everyone.
It's very useful.
I feel like everyone should know how to stitch up a hole in something.
Also, for anyone that doesn't know, it doesn't have to be pretty. It's really, really easy. You literally just thread the needle and then tie the knot in the end and then poke it through and just keep repeating it. It won't be clean, but it doesn't need to be if no one sees it.
No, exactly. Like, I don't darn socks properly, but as long as they're comfortable to wear, I don't really care.
My platypus plushie has like a... Oh, fuck, roulette. My platypus plushie has like a hole in it, like where the stuffing was coming out, and I repaired it badly, but I did repair it.
I did a good job of my bear. I have a bear, a stuffed toy bear that I sleep with, and I've had it for many years, and it's had to go through a couple of restuffings, and then it's also had holes in it, and yeah, like I've had to like just keep repairing.
You've seen my you've seen me show my birth bear on stream.
Yeah,
right? That thing
yeah,
is fucking immaculate. I have no idea how. It's older than me,
Yeah.
and it has not. The only thing is that like part of his name tag has come off, and like his one side of his like smile is loose, but that's like it. The thing is like 34 years old now. It's like it's crazy that it's still in mint condition.
Yes.
Whenever I show it to Mum, I'm like, he's still fine. She's like, how? So I don't know.
How?
I guess they just built them different back then.
Yeah.
Because this
I
thing
actually
just doesn't die.
Yeah, I actually have a bear from when I was, definitely like single digits years old. Not
Yeah.
like since before I was born. I don't have one like that, but yeah, I've got one that's like quite old and that's held up quite well. And then it just sort of reached a point where I was like, I feel like I can't get rid of this. Like,
Yeah. It's too important.
fortunately, it's a small one. Yeah, but I was like, okay. So I've got a box of. I'm not usually very sentimental, so I find it difficult to hold on to objects. Other than when I feel like it's kind of like I feel obligated, not for me, but for like family, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
It's like I don't really care about this, but I feel like I should. Like I feel like I'm supposed to keep this. So I try to have like I don't want to just hold on to things for the sake of holding on to things. So yeah, I have like a box and I try and find like a small item that might like connect me to a member of my family. And then I put it in that box. Or like core memories of like when we had a the first time we ever had like a Japanese exchange student stay with us. She brought over like gifts, and yeah, I still have like she gave us some photos and I still have those. Because she was lovely, and like when she went home, like I bawled my eyes out.
Yeah, I guess close friend, right?
Yeah, she stayed for 3 weeks, and it was like she became our family. And like even now, like I can feel my eyes glazing over a little bit.
Could
But
you,
it was like,
is that the sort of person you could maybe find a way to get like in touch with again or something?
I think I could, yeah.
Seems like it would be a good connection to have, right?
Yeah. Because, yeah, I don't know what it was, but I guess because like growing up, I didn't have siblings.
Yeah,
And it was like I got a sister for 3 weeks.
Yeah, okay.
And then like, and she didn't actually want to go home either. Like she she was raised mostly by her grandmother.
Okay.
Because I think her father had left, and then her mother died. And
So
and then she was mostly raised by her grandparents.
Yeah.
So then she came to live with us, and like she had a mum and dad, and then like a little sister, and
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
like it just felt so
Crazy.
seamless, and it was like, yeah, and then yeah, she was like she did not want to go home, and it was like so heartbreaking. Saying goodbye.
Yeah, it sounds it.
Was wild. Yeah. Yeah. And then years later she sent me a little like birthday parcel, which was very sweet.
Well, especially if you would consider, it seems like, especially because you want to visit Japan at some point when you're less like knocked off your feet. It seems like just trying to find them, send a message or whatever would be a good idea.
Yeah, that is true.
Be a good multi-thing with going to Japan as well as you know, and having more friends is never a bad thing.
Yeah.
Especially because it seems like you had a genuine like connection. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck, I didn't big God, this is gonna hurt. This is in the new Ultimate, this attack.
Oh.
The first
Giving you
AoE
flashbacks.
that Pandora does when she takes over is Pandora's box, and it's a tank LB3 to survive one, like transcend your limits.
Right, right. I literally open up Facebook and the first thing I see is like a fucking Final Fantasy shit post.
Yeah, it sounds like mine, to be honest. Mine's pretty shit posty. Although most of my thing now is the Dull Men's Club, to be honest. Which is nice. If I need my wholesome injection, if I've spent more than 20 seconds on Twitter, just go and check out the Facebook groups. Watch people being excited over joinery.
Oh my god, does she live in Australia?
That would be crazy. If she enjoyed that time with you, though, that might make sense, right?
Yeah. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did not.
This fucking dragon zombie. Let me kill you! I've got bosses to kill. God damn it. Thank you. Can get, if we're unlucky, 3 more. I think we can only get 1 more after this, though. What level are we? Oh, like 50-ish. Okay. Alright. Final boss rush.
Let's go!
This is probably my quickest non-speed run.
Yeah?
Yeah, like
Because how many hours?
15 hours, I think. We're like 15 hours in.
That's actually not a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
Even my slow walk was like 25. So
Yeah.
let's go.
And that was a bit of a meme too.
It was. Fuck him up, Tifa.
Go Tifa! Yeah! A fucking crit hit.
That's proper weight tricking, what I just did then. It's finally come back to me.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
that was
harder to
pretty
do it
good.
with this setup as well, because you don't normally have Yuffie.
Yeah.
So,
Damn, that was
it's
fucked up.
It's finally come back to me.
That was fucked up.
Okay.
All falling apart. I can only imagine Yuffie at this moment, like, regretting so many life decisions.
Yeah, because it'd be completely different to, like, what she's like in Rebirth, where she's actually like a proper party member. Not just like a side character.
Yeah.
Maybe if I get some spare time tomorrow after doing my work stuff, maybe I'll try and finish that fucking Ironmon run that I keep putting off.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so scared of Silphco.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, because that is where I make the decision that makes or breaks the rest of the run. Because I could use a max elixir to farm more trainers to get more experience, but if I end up with no moves to be able to use in the Elite Four, I'm just fucked.
Yeah.
Because the Pokemon is strong enough. That Feraligatr is really good. But yeah, there's so much that can go wrong, and it's all on me. Like, if I get
Yeah.
one shot by something, that's whatever, but if it's a fuck up that I cause, it's gonna hurt.
Yes. Yeah.
1,190 should be the limit.
Let's go, Tifa. Let's go.
I'm trying to see how much health I can get her to without pushing out of yellow, so... I don't really need more MP, but whatever. So basically, if you pick the other option there, you can form 2 more parties, and then they fight on different islands around the boss, and when you break apart, it asks if you want to check on the others.
Oh.
Which is the way you're meant to do the fight. Not brute forcing it, but... It takes a really long time, and unless you're like really, really bad at the game, you'll probably kill it the way I do anyway, just unintentionally. Big guard, death blow.
Get him.
Of course, she didn't dodge that. 80% chance to dodge. Nah. God damn it, Tifa.
Tifa.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's go. Shit. Cloud's speed's not fast enough. Dead.
Hey. Woo.
Because he's such a
That's
high level,
fucked up.
Yuffie's weapon does so much damage.
Yeah, that's right. Bro, that is fucked up.
You didn't bring D-barrier.
So I was like,
so...
I've been waiting my whole life for this, and then you're like, bam, bam, bye.
Oh
and
wait,
he's like,
I think I have an item that will remove the barrier. I think I got a holy torch from an unknown when we were in the submarine.
Ah, that's handy.
One winged angel. Okay, here we go.
I was like, do we break it?
I think he's gonna get the first turn, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can
I would
beat
say
it,
so.
but he should be doing war.
Hey, holy torch. Nice.
Okay. It's gonna be Shadow Flare. Not Tifa, 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 not Tifa. Okay, it's Yuffie. Good job.
Miss! Haha! Get fucking.
Oh, it feels good to be able to do it again.
Oh ho ho ho! Get
The white
hecked up! Yeah.
I think he's dead.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Just the last one now.
Woo! Let's fucking go!
It's a shame it took me until the end to get my muscle memory back completely.
Well, it's been ages. Like,
Yeah,
it's been
it's
over a year.
Been over a year, yeah.
Yeah. Like, it's not really surprising.
Also, like, proper weight tricking, like genuine optimal weight tricking, isn't something you do outside of the speedrun.
Yeah.
Where you're absolutely trying to maximize turns.
Yeah, yeah. Exactly. Ow.
You good?
Yeah. Just bonked myself. Nothing unusual.
It's true.
Mm.
Microphone, plates, desks.
Desks, you name it. Doors, walls.
Oh, I had a bad
They're all
one.
getting in my way, Neary.
I had a really bad one yesterday.
Mm.
I caught my pinky toe on the bottom of the bathroom door. It really fucking hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, and you know what the doors are
Oh.
like in the Philippines? So there's the bathroom ones, the plastic ones that are quite sharp. That was one of those, like, sit down and try not to swear moments. It was
Oh.
critical hit, yes. Absolutely.
Critical hit.
Not, you know, fucking, they rolled a 20. On that one, the door fucked me up.
Critical hit, double damage done.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, like one of my pinky toes, like, doesn't bend properly, and I think, like, I never got it checked out or anything, because, you know, there's not really a lot you can do for toes anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure I broke it on, I kicked a sofa, but it was, like, one of those ones that have, like, the metal legs, and then the actual sofa is, like, off the ground.
The elevated, yeah, yeah.
And I just, like, caught it as I was running past it. And, like, oh, I tell you what, like, fucking KO down to the ground. Like, out for the count immediately. Like, every fucking swear word I know under the sun. And I just was in so much pain for, like, such a long time, too. Which is why I suspect I might have, like, broken it. Together with, like, the movement is, like, my other pinky toe is fine, like, completely flexible, but then, like, this particular one is, like, very inflexible. And I'm like, yeah, no, I probably just didn't like it.
That chiropractor guy I watch, the McLaughlin one that does the one with, like, the gua sha scraping. When he does, he calls it fun stuff at the end where he, like, pops their toes and stuff. Because it doesn't really do anything. And then he went to pull this guy's, like, pinky toe. And he's like, did you break this? And he's like, not that I know of. And he's like, why? And he's like, it feels injured. Like, he felt it immediately and knew there was something wrong with this guy's pinky toe.
Yeah.
But there was a thing a while back that they say, because our pinky toe bones are so weak, that we actually probably break them, like, once a month and don't even realize. Like, because
that feels like too often. I'm clumsy and that feels like too often.
I stub my toe a lot, I've got to admit. I do barefoot everywhere though.
Yeah.
So I don't wear socks. I don't wear shoes like that. I wear slippers. Thongs, as you guys call them.
Thongs.
We did it.
Got your thong on.
It's over.
Yay!
On time, dude.
Woo! Look at that. Your timing is impeccable.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Absolutely sweated those last two runs.
I did sweat this stream a lot.
Yeah,
I was like, okay. Like, I'm actually doing, like, I was looking at the notes on my other screen and like thinking like 3 screens ahead to try and work out what's the best way to do it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I didn't want to run away from everything because I was like mathing. I was like, I don't think I need to run away from stuff. I only ran away from things like the gargoyles that are just annoying to kill.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
I'd never tell anyone to fight the gargoyles. They're not worth it.
They're so annoying.
Such a beautiful game.
Such a very good game. Yeah, it just made me ugrily cry multiple times.
Yeah.
God, that camera angle is
Cloud's strength though here, that fucking soldier strength.
Right?
One arm pull up while holding Tifa.
Yeah.
Because Tifa's like 5 foot, I think she's like 5'6", 5'4" to 5'6", somewhere around there. And she's athletic, so she's not like skinny. And she has massive bazonkas. So she's not going to be light there either.
I love that you were like, she's got massive, and then she like gets like flops down over the ledge.
She's probably like what, like maybe mid 50 kilos, maybe a bit more. Like I don't think she would be crazy light because muscle's pretty heavy.
Yeah, she'll probably be like, probably 60 kilos.
Yeah. And Barrett probably
I think
weighs like
60 is, like,
200.
Yeah, dude, oh, for sure.
Barrett's a fucking unit, dude.
Probably even more than that because of the gun arm, right? Because that'd be
Yeah.
quite heavy, surely.
Yeah. See? Well, he's 6'5", so he's tall.
Yeah.
He's very tall.
Yeah. Built like a brick.
Kind of thing that where if he walks into a wall, you make sure the wall is okay.
Yeah.
Ugh. I'll wait until the cutscene plays out, and then when the credits play out, we can do our outro. We can have the credit music going out.
Yeah. I feel like it's like the obligatory. You gotta watch like the ending scene.
You do. Yeah. I always watch through the credits with 7 as well, like when I beat it. It's just a thing I do. I think it was Life Reboot that said it once in one of my early streams, but it kind of resonates. It's like the credit sequence for this game, or the ending sequence as a whole, is the closest I get to like ASMR. Because I hate ASMR, like it makes me uncomfortable. But I can close my eyes and listen to this music, and it chills me out.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I listened to a song the other day, like, I hear it because it's like the intro to a YouTuber I watch, but it's only like one part of the song.
Yeah.
And I listened to the full song the other day. It made me cry. Like really, I was like really caught me off guard. There's a guy called the Hoof GP. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a Scottish guy, and he just looks after cows' feet, basically, but he takes you on his day and explains what's going on. He trims the feet and sorts them out, looks after Glack. But he has an opening song called Fall Into You by Houses on the Hill.
Okay.
It's like a folk song, I think Jazzy described it as. But yeah, I hear it like in the opening, and I always like listening to it. And I was like, I'll look up the full song. I was sitting there crying.
Fuck.
This is beautiful.
I might watch it off stream. I might wait, just in case.
It's just their lyrics are like really nice. There are a few songs that get me emotional. Fucking To the Edge. The Seat of Sacrifice music in 14.
Oh yeah.
The one because obviously Soken was going through his like cancer treatment when he wrote it. Like Warrior of Light is enough of a fight to make you cry anyway, because you don't want it in roulette. but man, that broke me. That is the worst fight to get in roulette. It's still the worst.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't think I really have emotional reactions to songs. Oh, it's rare. It's very rare, and it's not that I cry.
Yeah.
It'll be like, it might be something that like amps me up, of like a particular like stirs a particular emotion within me. Normally not sadness. Normally like probably anger, or like or like
me when I hear the gold saucer. Make it stop.
More like when when songs sing about like a certain like injustice or experience or like something quite emotional.
Yeah.
But usually like the catharsis for me is experiencing like the anger side of it, because I think because I struggle to process anger in general.
I see.
And I sometimes wonder whether certain songs sort of facilitate that processing of emotion.
Help you get it out. Yeah.
Yeah, for like certain like really really deep-seated anger that is
Yeah.
like usually not present. Like usually doesn't hang around because I've like, pushed it down so far. Or like, like essentially like trauma, right?
Yeah.
I wonder whether it's easy to deal with it when it comes up through song because it's kind of like a safe expression. Like singing along to it, it like is like, because that's like I'll just sing along to the song. And maybe I'll play it like a few times in a row until I feel like I've like got it out of my system, and then I can carry on with whatever I was doing.
I like, I was gonna say, I think I have songs that like make me feel. There's a song by the Korean singer Taeyeon called Fine. That one, because we saw her live in concert, that one made me bawl my fucking eyes out. It's such a powerful song. The Endwalker theme, I can't not sing along to that. I know every lyric to Endwalker footfalls. Even the dragon song bit.
Oh yeah.
But then I have other songs I sort of listen to. Like my pre-stream ritual always used to be listening to 23 by IU. I haven't done that for a while. I just like that song. Makes me happy.
That's fair.
But yeah, I don't listen to music a lot outside of game OSTs.
Yeah.
I've never been a huge like music listener. I was an emo teenager maybe, but yeah, I don't listen
Like,
to a lot.
I don't listen to a lot either. I think probably the last sort of quote-unquote album that I would have listened to the most of would be Bo Burnham's From Inside.
Okay.
I guess because of like that, like kind of some of those songs kind of elicit that like cathartic feeling that I guess I struggle to express, or like even like it was years ago now. So think back to things that I've mentioned of like a few years ago when I've been struggling with like like certain feelings of depression, but not like actual depression, but not far off. And like some of his songs do kind of hit on those notes, and so it was like almost a cathartic experience listening to that, singing along to that, and like feeling like it's not just me.
Yeah,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
I know what you mean.
I felt less alone through it.
Trying to think who to raid. Dom just
Yeah.
ended. Should we raid Ambi?
Yeah.
It could be fun. It's a Final Fantasy game. It's 11.
Yeah, let's read Ambi.
Okay, we can leave the credits on in the background.
Oh, make sure you do your raid message.
I will do. Alrighty, folks.
Ambi's up late.
Yeah. Oh, my DuckStation audio crapped out because I don't have it in this scene.
Classic.
Just add that. Oh, wait, what? Oh, right, because it's in the beta thing, isn't it? The application audio capture.
Oh.
There we go. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me and Ath for the FF7 finale. So that was 12 episodes on your stream and 4 on mine.
Yeah.
We played my favorite game of all time. I love this game.
Thank you for
It's very
introducing me to Final Fantasy VII.
No worries, I'm more
I
than
really
happy.
enjoyed
I'm
it.
looking forward to going through the others with you in the new year. If you don't follow Ath already, please do. She plays a lot of Final Fantasy XIV. She does Indie Fridays. We have a collab day we do on Tuesday. We sometimes do Monday streams, but not for the rest of 2024. They will be coming back sometime next year. I'm not sure when, because I won't force you to commit to it. But if it's my game request, it will be FF9. What's Final Fantasy? What's Final Fantasy, Jazzy? But yeah, if you don't follow Ath already, please do. We have the, I think, is this the non-satire command? There you go.
Hey, thank you.
Skipping effort. No, 8 will be the next one. FF8 will be the one after that. I'm already on like 15k points, so I requested 7, then 9, because I really like 9. And 9 has a lot of tie-ins to 14, so does 8, but 9 has a lot, especially with Dawn Trail, so... yeah, if you don't,
Bye,
please follow
Tempest.
her.
Bye,
If you
Tempest.
don't, if you enjoy this one, please please follow me too. I will not be around tomorrow, but when I come back on Wednesday, we'll be starting Mass Effect 3, because we got 100% in Mass Effect 2 last week.
Woo!
And,
Congrats.
yeah,
Congrats.
thank you, thank you. That was a ride. That last mission was wild.
Mm.
that
Yeah.
solo one was rough.
That was a lot.
It was we are going to raid someone I've never raided before, actually, called Usagi Ambi. They are a Bunny VTuber. They play a lot of FF9 and FF11 at the moment. I have never watched anyone play 11 properly, but so this will be interesting. But Ambi seems really nice every time I've interacted with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we will be back tomorrow. Not on my channel. I will maybe, depending on what we do, if we're playing the supermarket game, I will be around for the collab.
It will be.
Okay. What's up, Lex? I was talking about how good you are earlier. I was bigging you up, brother. But yeah, I'll be around for the supermarket collab tomorrow. That is at 5 p.m. GMT +8, which is my time zone. I'm not entirely sure what it is for you guys. But yeah, I will see you then. I hope you all have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you happen to be. Take it easy, and I will see you soon.
Raid message.
Bye.
Raid message.
Raid message. Raid message.
Bye.
Raid message. Raid message. There you go.
Thanks.
You said you're trash. No, I'd say that to his face. See you later, guys.